There we go.
My stream deck is also causing me issues and not unmuting things, and
What is going on, Lucas?
I don't know. My PC's having a day. I got back and was like, I've got 20 minutes to set up my stream and go. And then, for some reason, my PC's like, nah.
Yeah, it sounds like it's having an absolute mare.
It is, it's going super slow, and then my Steam Deck is like, it pressed me to go live, but didn't change the scene that I'm in, and then same happened now, and...
Right, just do what you need to do. Give up. It's like, clearly you're not going to be able to stream today, so just go out.
I feel like that's quite apt for today's stream.
It's like, just go out.
We're playing Majora's Mask, and like I feel like giving up is almost the essence of Majora's Mask.
What big give ups. So, tell me about Majora's Mask then.
Yeah, so how much do you know about Majora's Mask?
I know that Pippa's in it. I know.
A joke no one will get.
I don't know what I was going to get. You know what? In jokes, let's do it. And then that's about it. I know like the moon.
No, Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time carts are normally just grey. If you found a golden one, I only thought they did it for Ocarina, but it might be Majora's as well, I presume.
I always thought the golden ones were like the giveaways.
The golden carts were like original release, like the version 1.00. So they were like release day versions were the golden carts.
And am I right in thinking they're quite rare?
Yes, yeah. Like, I believe my dad got Ocarina of Time like when it came out, and we have a grey cart. Yeah, I'm not surprised the golden cart was like 80 quid. Oh, box. That's not a bad deal, to be fair. So people can probably tell that I've changed my lighting to like over in the corner of my room. I think I've gone too far over. I'm like...
Well, I can't tell because you've not shared anything with me.
I'm like light side and dark side. That thing is like, I'm just so thrown off because like, I got home half an hour ago. Like, holy shit.
You're talking about this as if I should be able to see something. She's like, ooh, Majora's Mask. I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for Majora's Mask. I'm excited. Majora's... Fill me in on this. How are you playing Majora's Mask right now?
Same way I was playing Ocarina of Time. N64 pad, Nintendo Switch. We're doing the N64 online. We're playing with the proper pad, like the N64 online wireless Switch controller. So, as God did or didn't intend, we're playing this butchered version.
It's the way it was intended, isn't it?
It's with the pad it was intended to be played with. You know what? Let us get some Cade in, because we missed Cade last night.
The Wall of Cade.
Like, oh my god, I'm pressing all the ones. Oh, why is it?
They're all messed up. What's going on?
They're not messed up. It's just they're overlapping. But like,
yeah, they're messed up. What's going on?
There's no messing up. It's just one page is the left hand side and one page is the right hand side. But like every time I'm pressing one, it comes up with like a big exclamation box. Like, don't do this. I'm like, oh no.
There we go. Now we got
people.
Plenty of Cades.
Oh, people can't see what's happening because I've covered up my own box, my own camera.
You got too many Cades. But then again, is that a bad thing? Is it a bad thing to have these Cades?
I don't know. So I don't know if we can get me back. Because my stream deck is just like my PC's having a moment.
You're gone, Lucas. You're surrounded, just engulfed by Cades.
Like I'm pressing the buttons again and nothing's happening.
I think every time you press it, another Cade appears, and I'm okay with this. I think this is how we're ending.
Thank you, Ross.
Oh my god, that noise! That noise! No, the noise that haunted us all yesterday. So, Lucas, I just want to let you know as well. I'm looking at some office space, and there is office space on Penniston Road.
Oh, there is.
So we could go on Penniston Road and be big.
Don't. Why would you say the road name?
Because it's the longest road in Sheffield.
Yeah, but why would you say the road? I don't know what we're gonna do, ladies and gentlemen.
We might have to play like this. I'm okay with this, mate. Like, oh no, they're all gone now.
Yeah, I've just removed it, but like, if people can see on here,
why's that person wearing a 90?
If I press them, okay, maybe it's because the GIFs are gone. But like, can we focus this? Oh yeah, if I put GIFs on, it's like, oh, they're all back. But like the people, I don't know if people can see that. It's just coming up with like exclamation points of like, this is not working. Like my PC's having a day. My
That's
PC's
awful.
just decided like today is not the one. So apparently Cade GIFs are being submitted. I don't know what's happening. My PC took like 11 minutes to load up instead of 30 seconds, and now Cade is just like not disappearing. He's taking over.
Oh yeah,
He's taking over the stream.
He's missed you, Lucas.
He has. What's happening? Oh, where's my stream deck? Come on, stream deck. Right, quit stream deck.
Oh, he's back. Cade's back.
He is. I'm gonna try this again. Oh, okay. We seem to be working. If I just close the program. So, Carl, you were saying you don't know much about Majora's Mask.
I know the moon. I know that.
The moon, of course.
Like, everyone knows like the moon, don't they?
But yeah, basically, this is one of the probably strangest and most complex games I've ever played.
Which is strange, because the only other thing I know about it is what you've told me of. They threw it together in like 3 months.
In a year, yeah. Which is bizarre to say, but they reused all the assets. Of course, we're going to be Link. I've got to use the analog stick, not the D-pad. Okay, we're doing that. But essentially, this game is like, as far as I'm aware, according to me and like my life knowledge, not necessarily history and like talk. This is the first game I ever encountered that had a time loop in it.
Okay.
So the entire game is played on the same 3 days. So we start, and there's 72 hours remaining in the cycle of this game. And then you have to basically go back in time over and over again to save the land of Termina, slowly like reducing the curse and stopping the Skull Kid and stopping the moon, and also helping people out on side quests. And like you will, so say for example, like you know, the first loop, you kind of learn about a few people's problems.
Then you go back in and do it again.
Then you go back in and you slowly like learn their patterns and learn their routines and learn their problems over and over and over and again.
Oh my god, Lucas. I'm looking at officers and bounty kings for sale. Got that Indian takeaway that I used to go to like every night. To
Carl,
say I could buy
exactly where we left off.
So this is one of the rare
Link is leaving Hyrule, having just had Navi leave him and go back to being a child and beat Ganon, yeah.
This is the only one though where you actually direct sequel with a section like Breath of the Wild 2. And then there's the one that we played on the
There is also Phantom Hourglass, which is directly after Wind Waker. Like Wind Waker, again, they like, you know, defeat Ganon and all that, and then Link and Tetra sail away. And Phantom Hourglass also happens. Yeah, Adventure of Link. So like Zelda 1 and 2, and then also there's like Link's Awakening links into that, because it has that same cutscene of like Link on the ship. So there is a few.
It's still very confusing, just given how long running this series is and that's so few.
So that's the Skull Kid that we met.
I'm aware of Skull Kid. I've seen Skull Kid.
We met him in the Lost Woods in Ocarina of Time, but he's found Majora's Mask. Oh, this guy. Well, that shouldn't be a problem. Famous last words. Like, encountering Link and being like, yeah, that's not going to be a problem. It's fine. Like, famous fucking last words. It's true, yeah. Like, I've completed this game once. There you go. He steals your Ocarina of Time.
Oh, we're not using this anymore.
No.
New gimmick.
New and old gimmick, but yeah, like I've completed this once. I played it as a child. Well, not as a child. I played it as like a young teenager. On the GameCube when the collector's edition came out. couldn't grasp it very much. I played it with Charles, and we got through like 3 of the 4 main dungeons. When we were in uni, and then I completed the 3DS remake when that came out. But I've never completed the actual N64 version of this game.
So, and as well, taking that leaf out of Metroid's book of let's just give just you the most flaccid, loose reasoning we can imagine.
Yeah.
To explain why all your stuff's gone.
Exactly. It's like you're a kid, so like you time traveled back where you lost a lot of equipment, then you got mugged in the forest and you lost your horse and your ocarina.
Simply just the idea that after you've just beaten Ganon, this guy can come rob you. Why wasn't he not fighting Ganon?
There we go. So we're almost equipment-less. We've got the hero shield, which, even though it's not the Hylian shield and the Kokiri sword, like they're very different to what they were on Ocarina of Time. I'm not sure why.
Was Link buying shit on his way back?
Apparently. But yeah, that's not quite the same design on the shield. It's definitely not the same sword. Kokiri's sword was fucking wooden.
I hate this justification. It's so lazy.
Yeah, Mario Party, that's why I wanted to stream it last night, is like, Mario Party is just, especially old school Mario Party, some of the greatest things to stream. It's
They're
pure
amazing.
chaos. And I'm glad you enjoyed it, because like, I love streaming Mario Party. It is like, it's almost a game that was made for streaming, even though streaming didn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just the pure chaos, and the fact that, like, we've got that clip from, that Red Hole put in the Discord of, like, oh, just Carl being like, fuck you. No. Sorry, it was Charlie being like, fuck you, Kong. Fuck you, Rosalina, as Kong. And just stealing one of his 2 stars. And Carl's like, no. The Kongianism came back.
I don't like the Kongianism.
Yes,
Why would you do this to me?
This game does have a bunch of death involved. And it's not so subtle. The fan theory, though, is that the game is essentially the 5 stages of grief.
It's pretty common as far as like games where people die go.
Or Daigo. Have we got some parries coming in?
I joke people like if there's a
The
game
Daigo parries.
There's always that thing of like, oh yeah, it's the representative of the 5 stages of grief.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's a you know, each character that you meet along the way that like you become is apparently like another stage of grief, essentially. I did you a favor and got rid of it. It's like, you fucking murdered Epona just day 1.
That's mine. My Epona.
Do you really think you can beat me now as I am? But so basically, Skull Kid took the Majora's Mask and got cocky as fuck.
It's just that baffling thing, like you beat Ganon and then this person's coming up and just taking your shit off you. It's like, well, I just beat Ganon.
But that's kind of meant to signify the power of Majora.
I know this series is very like fondly remembered, but just that justification of no, there was a secret, extra strong person who never turned up.
Sealed away inside a mask, I suppose.
You never heard about it in the previous game. No one knows anything about it.
But also, there's like big theories and like kind of after of like this game didn't really happen kind of thing. So it's one of those weird things. But yeah, Majora turns us into a Deku scrub. So this thing straight up has the power to turn us into a non-Hylian. It can change what we are.
It just took away your Hylian-ness?
Yeah, it made us a Deku. I'd like to see Ganondorf do that.
Oh, he was going to punch you really hard. That could have worked.
True. So yeah, Tattle and Tail got separated. Here's 2 fairies. Obviously, Tattletale. And now Tail's like, oh, if I wasn't dealing with you, I wouldn't have got separated from my brother, you fucking dickhead. what you gonna do about it? Like, you were the ones bullying me!
It just turns into one of these, like, horrible things.
Come on, a helpless girl is asking you. It's like, you were bullying me and got trapped because your owner abandoned you.
You deserve it, fuck him.
Yeah. So yeah, we're a Deku scrub now.
I don't want to be a deco scrub, though. I don't want to be a deco scrub.
So yeah, our ability, instead of rolling, is now to do this fabulous twirl.
Okay, Joe, I don't mind that.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Last thing is, like, playing through Ocarina of Time, Navi wasn't too bad.
Navi's fine. I never understood, like, the thing of, like, it was so, playing through with you, so many of the things that are introduced in, like, these are brand new concepts that if you are not being constantly reminded of, you would forget that they exist because they are not in any other game.
Yeah, they were, like, brand new to 3D gaming and gaming in general.
Yeah, it's a contrivance of just the fact that's what happens when you are a trailblazer, of you have to deal with people maybe not knowing.
Whereas I feel like Tail is a bit more story-based. At least to start with. And it's like, okay, I'm Tail. If you figure something out, press up and I'll tell it to you. Like, the same way Navi worked. And it's like, alright, okay.
Yeah,
She's like, I'm sorry, I guess that you've got to be helpful to me because, like, you're clearly my only way of helping.
They've established that this is a thing now. So now they've established it, so now you can just do lots.
So, this is the, like, Deku's ability. Every mask where you turn into a race, you have, like, a specific ability. So, like, you have the twirl, and then the ability, like, proper is, the little flying through on the flower, and you, like, use these as little jumping spots.
Where's this ability in Smash?
That's one concept of, like, a fighter that people have kind of been petitioning for a long while, is Majora's Mask Link, where like, a lot of his moves revolve around becoming, like, Deku, Goron, Zora Links. And, like, it's kind of baffling that they never lent into that and just made him a clone. Because, like, if people don't know, it's clearly that Young Link is based on Majora's Mask version because he can use bow and arrows. Which Young Link can in Majora's Mask, but not in Ocarina of Time. So, we're talking to this guy. There you go. See, you can do it if you try. So that's just, tutorial for Z-targeting and talking to faraway people. Again, like, concepts that seem really fucking annoying now to tutorialize, but, like, Ocarina of Time was one of the only games that had done it to this point.
Yeah.
There's bows and arrows in Ocarina of Time, but only adult Link could use them. Young Link, specifically, couldn't use bow and arrows, couldn't use hookshot or longshot either. There's a few items that, like, adult Link can't use and a few that Young Link can't use in that game, whereas Young Link gets a lot of those items back, but can use them all as a child in this game. And yet again, even though it's, like, not 100% based off music, just... Oh, there it is. Like, the music in this game is great, but... Yep, you've met with a terrible fate, haven't you? That's, like, the line. We're just gonna relish it for a minute.
That guy's face.
Happy Mask Salesman. Do you not remember him, Carl?
I do remember him, but I don't like his face. His face is, like, really fucked up, and I'm not a fan.
He's the owner of the Happy Mask Shop.
Why is he smiling in such a weird fucking way?
It's a happy mask shop.
He's not happy, is he? He's like, what the hell? I don't like this.
Very important mask was stolen from me by an imp in the woods, a skull kid in the woods. I'm at a loss, and now I found you.
That skull kid.
He's been following us.
Look at that mask on his back.
Yeah. That's not a happy mask.
That's like cut straight off someone's face.
What a dick. He's like, I can return you to normal, but bring back the mask first.
So I'd be a lot more useful to if you turn me back to my thing.
And as well, like, notice the weird movements as well. It's like every time he moves, there's no animation, he just, like, swaps, changes to a different point.
Let's have a look. Oh, yeah.
Like, that's very purposeful, to clarify to everyone.
It's actually they didn't have enough time?
No, like, with Happy Mask Salesman, like, it's meant to be that he's, like, some weird, creepy figure.
Okay.
Like, every other character will animate properly, but, like, for him, like, for some weird reason, he's, like, he's the one. Oh, Dawn of the First Day. Like, what a statement. Just,
yeah.
There's Clock Town.
I want everyone to be like, what's going on? Who are you?
3 days. Even if we never slept, that leaves us with 72 hours.
Hey man, Frank West.
Oh, the song. Oh.
So why Frank West came in?
So I hope audio levels are okay for people. I should have, like, I kept it the same as it was for Ocarina of Time, so hopefully it's okay. But yeah, we want to find the Skull Kid. Sounds okay. Cool, yeah, just double check it. So go to the shrine in the North Gate, you'll find a great fairy in there. Of course, yeah. There's always a way of, like, you've got a 50-50 chance if you go into, like, stream a game or something and you go, please don't give me spoilers, there's just a 50-50 chance someone's gonna be like, here's the end of the game.
Lucas, like, we've been trying to play through Final Fantasy X. So I've been editing some of the videos to put up for, like, when I'm away.
Oh yeah.
I forgot there was, like, a 8-episode run where it's just one guy was in chat every 5 minutes, giving us spoilers and stuff at the end of the game. And there's people in the comments now of, oh, Carl, you're not using this thing here. It's like you can use magic in between games, but I just use items all the time.
Yeah.
Because that's how I just do it. I think I explained it in, like, last recording session. It's quicker to scroll down and use potions than it is to scroll into these different menus to use all the magic.
Yeah.
And because potions are basically cheap as anything, and we don't need money after a certain point, I would buy potions. It's like, you can just use magic instead, and magic's free. So yeah, but it takes time.
Yeah.
So it's not free. It takes more time to do it, and money doesn't matter.
So yeah, I just went and got the piece of a great fairy that we don't know about yet, that we need.
Piece of a great fairy? Is it like a piece of the fairy, or a thing that allows you to summon the fairy?
A piece of the fairy.
So it's like actually just a piece.
She gets separated, and, like, you need to go find a piece of the fairy to help her out. But it's quicker to go get that thing first.
I don't like this, Lucas. Stop doing this. I'm liking the look of the game. She said it was all, like, remade.
Oh,
using old assets, but they seem to have used the assets
all of
quite
the
well.
Character models and stuff, apart from this fucker.
Bingo.
All of the assets are, like, reused from Ocarina of Time, apart from a few models, but this fucker's new.
Is this, like, the first appearance
First Tingle? Yeah, first ever Tingle.
The first appearance of, like...
Oh my, look at that face! Jesus fucking Christ. The thing of nightmares.
So Pringles too. Tingle himself.
Pringle the Tingle.
That's what I call him, innit?
He's like, oh, I'm the same as you, I'm a forest fairy, meaning he's like a kokery child. And it's like, no, you're not. You're 35 years old, and you haven't got a fairy. It's like, what is wrong with this?
He's a monster.
He is.
He is a monster. I don't want him on my screen. Lucas, please get rid of this monster.
He's so mad to help his father. Yeah, I'll buy him out. Why not? Lockdown map. Let's go. Cool him.
Why is no one commenting as well on the fact that this Link is just horrifying?
Yeah, I don't know, because, like, he's like, oh, I'm a fairy child like you. It's like, I'm clearly a Deku.
You made
clearly a fucking Deku scrub right now. So we just about had enough money to also buy the Woodfall map, which is helpful. Kululimpa. It's like Koolimpa, but like it's spelt Kululimpa, but then like in Wind Waker he's always like Koolimpa.
They actually like do a voice line for it. And it's like,
Yeah.
This is a very weird game.
Yeah, the kind of weird that you say Peter Pan, because Link's appearance is based upon Peter Pan, and then Tingle's appearance is based upon Link in Ocarina of Time. So yeah, like Tingle is kind of a weird, fucked up version of Peter Pan.
It's like a reflection of a reflection, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
Something referencing something that referenced something else. It's like twice removed from it, like a second cousin almost.
Yeah, like it's that weird thing of like, oh, Link is this weird version of like, inspired by the looks of Peter Pan with the never growing old and the like the green tunic and the hat and stuff, and then like Tingle's trying to emulate Link and be like, oh yeah, I'm a forest kid too. I'm 35 years old now. I'm just waiting for my fairy.
It is the human equivalent of when you like keep copy pasting JPEGs and they get artifacts.
Yeah.
That's what he is. Tingle's just an artifacted JPEG. Oh god, I forgot that laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Eyeliner's on point now, love.
It is, to be fair. Like, look at that fucking eyeshadow. She's got it going on. Perfect shade to her hair. So, thank you for returning my shattered body to normal. And essentially, the Skull Kid magic shattered the Great Fairy apart.
Like,
and one piece of it was missing.
Yeah. Do they have like a physical form per se?
It seems as though, yeah.
I guess he didn't like pick up a leg. And what do they mean when they say part of it? Is it just like part of her magic, and then she has like this form that you can? Because it was like the other fairies are just like these glowing balls of light.
Yeah. No one remembers. No one remembers the timeline you stopped, and that's kind of why like this game is a bit weird, because this game is a sequel to Ocarina of Time, but no one ever references any of the events. Like it's almost as if this game is a dream, and it might be.
I think that like, don't you have like the Hyrule Compendium, and even it says like we don't have any fucking clue what the timeline is.
It says that Majora's Mask follows Ocarina of Time, but it never says that like nothing in Majora's Mask impacts anything else. Like it's as if Majora's Mask could not exist.
Yeah, it's almost like it's that Mad Max style of storytelling where these are legends told in a world, but none of them, like, they all kind of interconnect, but they don't. It doesn't matter if they do or not. Mm-hmm. So they're just stories told about a hero.
Yeah. But like you get it in in Wind Waker, sorry, where it's the Ocarina of Time timeline after I believe the adult version goes away, and Ganon comes back and returns, and they all await the hero to return. And a hero never returns because Link was never there. And the world gets like brought into darkness, and then they flood the world because there was no answer to Ganon. So the gods destroyed the world to get rid of him. They flooded the entire world to get rid of Ganon because there was no hero to stop him, because the hero had gone back in time to the child timeline.
Right. I'm guessing there is out there somewhere like a 3.5 hour long video explaining this.
There's many. I'm
just like, I'm looking at the Legend of Zelda timeline now.
Yeah.
So though the series began in 1986, Nintendo did not publish a master timeline until the Hyrule Historia,
which I own, yes, yeah.
Until 2011.
Yep. And then it also gets fucked up more by like Breath of the Wild and stuff like that,
yeah. And it says here that the timeline had previously existed, although it was in a highly confidential document. Yes. So they kept the timeline of their own series a secret.
For like, what?
20 years.
20 odd years, yeah.
That's incredible. That's actually kind of amazing.
Let's... Are we ready? Oh,
I'm ready.
Shit. Okay, what's happened?
We lost.
The children.
Oh, okay. Get him back. So let's have a look at this. So there are two parallel timelines that branch from the story in Ocarina of Time, officially named the Child Timeline and the Adult Timeline. There is apparently a third branch known as the Fallen Hero Timeline, which exists to resolve timeline contradictions. So there are technically 3 parallel universes existing in this universe.
There were only 4 left. Oh shit. Okay. Let's do this. Let's fucking do this. We've got to find 4 more children.
The portion of the timeline preceding the 3-way split is known only as the Hylia and the Hero of Time. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Creating a Champion, states that everything before Breath of the Wild's backstory has faded into myth. Nintendo intends for the timelines to be flexible and open to interpretation, allowing for more creative freedom and less restriction in the creation of games.
And that's why you see in Breath of the Wild, there's kind of like a kind of coming together of all references to all timelines.
Because it's like, this is all stuff that exists and doesn't exist. And I kind of like that reasoning for it of, we've created this universe, but it's very fluid and there's a lot of freedom there. There's some rules, there's some staples. It's like Final Fantasy, isn't it? Just more strict. Like Final Fantasy, you're always going to have Biggs and Wedge. You're always going to have like the concept of magic in some regard. Like you're going to cast fire, thunder, water. But the way in which you choose to utilize those systems and tropes is entirely within, or entirely up to your own interpretation. So you've got a few tropes that you have to stick to, but you can realize them in the way you like. So that makes a lot more sense seeing that the official reasoning is like that.
Yeah, it's this very strange thing of like, oh yeah, well, there's these 3 timelines, but there's kind of not, because when it gets to the point of Breath of the Wild, like, we started just bringing it all back together so that we can do whatever we want with the Zelda timeline. It's not as strict as it necessarily has to be, which I prefer. Like, I enjoy the whole, like, looking over the timelines and learning about it, but I kind of enjoy this idea that, like, yeah, okay, there's one timeline where, like, the Zoras turn into Ritos, and there's other timelines where, like, you know, they stayed Zoras and stuff like this, and Zoras were bad guys and not normal races, but then, like, oh, but what? How about just, like, all of them just exist together? And the same with, like, the Kokoris, is like, the Kokiri children, in Skyward Sword, it's like, oh no, they're not Kokiri children that worship them. It's like these weird little like bush children that are like part of like the forest tribe, but then it's, you know, kind of without saying it, it's also that those like weird bush children became the children of the forest, which are the Kokoris, but then they also became the Koroks. There's a lot of weird stuff going on, and I appreciate that it's just like, fuck it.
Why not? We like just do what you want within this own universe. But I'm looking at some of the quotes about it here. Of yes, there's a master timeline, but it's a confidential document. The only person who has access to it is Mr. Miyamoto, the director of the title, and myself. And that's Eiji Inamune. Inuma. It's like the idea as well that it's a secret, but only I'm allowed to see it. That's amazing.
We found 4 children. I don't know where number 5 is. So we're gonna have to hope.
Yeah, and they've got like a few references here of like, oh, here are some. Like you mentioned Breath of the Wild there. Said in Breath of the Wild, that's the in-canon quote-unquote explanation for why you can find items related to other versions of the game. And like the descriptions say things like, a cat. It's quite simple, but it's said to belong to a legendary hero. Something about it feels like familiar.
Yes, yeah.
It's like, oh, so you can make Link look like another Link from another game. And it's like, we're not going to tell you that it is the cat, but we're going to not allude to the fact that it might be. Again, that's kind of neat. That's made me a lot more, the word now, like not confident, but just I'm less annoyed now about the concept, knowing it's a deliberate choice.
Yeah. But it's like, how deliberate was it at the time, and how much of it is them retconning shit, and like, we'll never know.
No, we'll never will. We can only take what they've said about it.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier, just in private, of like the let me solo a guy in Elden Ring.
The guy's amazing.
Like, actual legend in Elden Ring. So I've got to try and find a 5th child, and I just can't.
Here's like a pro tip: if something trends on Reddit for an entire day, we've probably seen it. Just as a pro tip, yeah.
So I'll leave you all with a little cade while I try and find this 5th child.
This kid's gone missing.
But yeah, if anyone isn't aware, there is a person in Elden Ring that keeps just helping people out on the final boss, and they have 2 katanas, are almost completely naked, and all they do is wear a pot for a helmet, and they have named their character Let Me Solo Her. So that you literally like go in and just go, alright, and they will wipe the floor with that fucking bitch.
Yep.
And I respect it so much. The absolute, just the true hero of the land.
Well, the reason I respect it so much is because like he's been interviewed, and the reason he said is like, "Why are you doing this?" He goes, "Because I want people. I love this game and I want more people to experience it. I'm going to stay here and help as many people as I can."
Because so many people are like failing this boss and saying it's like one of the hardest bosses From Software has ever made and shit.
And it's that thing like, I don't want them to not be able to complete the game.
I want them to succeed, yeah.
I'd rather been a huge dick about it. He's like trying to help people.
We got them. Ladies and gents, we got the children. And I have to write this down because apparently there is no singular way to like get told this again other than finding all the children again. It is randomized.
Oh, okay, so what is it they're about to tell you?
So they are going to give us the Bomber's Notebook and let us become part of the Bombers Guild or whatever. To let us through to the observatory, to let us do the next time of the game. They're going to teach us a code. They will tell us it once. So pay close attention. And like,
remember back in the day where it's just, you've got to fucking you've got to remember.
So there's 120 variations upon this. And it's randomized per game.
That's kind of amazing.
So you can't just look it up in a guide. It's just randomized every time. So yeah, I've written down the code, but like the idea that the game's just like, fuck you.
There's plenty of examples of that though.
Write it down in your notebook that came like with the manual in your game. Write it down in the manual in the game that you bought. Perfect. Like, but yeah, apparently in the 3DS version, it like notes it down or something, but in the N64 version,
it's like,
if you want to find out the code, you just have to go back in time and do all that again.
So that's why you're going to note that down for a few. I'll just take a screenshot and stuff as well.
4, 3, 2, 1, 5. So there's a couple of things I just like looked up like beforehand of like things to take note of if you're playing Majora's Mask, and that was one of them. Of like, just note that fucking code down.
Yeah.
Just save yourself a bit of time.
It's gonna be a bit of a ball ache if you don't get that figured out. I appreciate that, thank you.
So again, so Carl, like you can see here. So the Deku has the ability to like jump, like skip across water a few times.
Yes.
So you can see that.
Because you're lighter, quite light.
Yes, but you jump. Look how much further you go. So like, this is like skipping across the water just normally.
Yep.
And then this is like the roll, but like the spin into it.
Okay. Oh, you go so much faster.
Yeah, like
you can skip.
That's the tech. It's like what?
It actually skips a little bit faster. Got it.
So for everyone, just to bear in mind, like we're gonna be using that. Just skip into the water rather than doing just the running into water, because that will save you a hell of a lot of time and I guess just a lot of like puzzle work and shit. I love that these balloons have Majora's face just planted.
It's just here to taunt you, in it.
It is. Yeah, I haven't seen the new Thor trailer. I'm
trying to watch it. I want to see how long I can get away with it for.
I'm doing my best. I've seen a couple of screens and stuff, and obviously I know the conceit of like the JF Thor. I won't say it for anyone that doesn't know, I guess, but I think it's a pretty well-known secret at this point. But Like, yeah, I've kind of just got to that point with Marvel of ignore it as much as possible because I know I'm going to eat that shit up anyway.
You have a nasty habit of spoiling their own content, and it's really frustrating.
And also not spoiling it, to be fair. They're one of the better companies about it, but
Like,
trailers inherently have to spoil a certain amount.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna I know I'm going to go watch it because they're good movies and I enjoy them.
I
so
fucking love them, and there's like what 25 movies worth of continuation and attachment to those movies, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm watching this shit. Let's just watch it and enjoy it.
Yeah, because I don't want to get spoiled. Like the less I get spoiled on it, the funnier it gets. Well, the better it is for me, at least, anyway.
Let's gaze through that telescope. It's like, oh look, it's the Skull Kid. Okay, yeah.
Shoot him.
What's the Skull Kid up to? Oh my god! Oh no!
No! She approaches.
So
this is why you've got to do like within 3 days. If you fuck it up, don't you have to start the entire game again?
Yep. And obviously not with like save points and
Of course, yeah. It's before them.
And like the spend points that we can make and stuff, but like yeah, the entire conceit is if you don't stop the moon crashing into the planet in 3 days, everyone dies.
And you've got to start the entire game again.
So we got the moon's tear. What the fuck
did you actually have
do
72 hours of game time then, as well?
No, no. It's 3 hours. So every hour is a day.
Ooh!
Yeah, you don't have long. It's not a 3-hour game. It's still like as long as Ocarina of Time is, but you keep looping the day.
Do you at least keep all your progress? And your items and
yes
stuff?
And no.
So some stuff you get to keep, some stuff just gets reset, but because you know where it is, you can just go grab it straight away.
Yeah, so like key items, for example, anything that you get within a dungeon, say for example the bow and arrow. The bow and arrow you'll keep, but you'll lose all your arrows. You'll lose like your inventory, but you won't lose the key item.
Okay.
But then like the dungeons, I think like I don't know exactly how it works, but there's something to do with having to like if you beat a dungeon, it will unlock a shortcut to the boss. But if you then want to go back in time and do something after the boss is defeated, you have to go and defeat the boss again and then go do what you need to do.
Okay. So it's like elements of like a roguelike then.
Yeah.
It's just like they're not quite figured out the genre yet because the genre didn't exist. Got it.
I do remember the Mighty Boosh Moon. Just Noel Fielding like having his face blasted.
Like that was such a weird fucking show. And it's aged not poorly. It's not aged at all.
It's aged strangely.
Yeah, it's such a weird byproduct of its time. Like,
and I
never liked it.
I can't like I used to like it, and I can't tell whether I like it or hate it.
That's the thing. I never liked it, but I knew people, and I think one of the reasons is because I knew people who were obsessed with it and kept it. It's the funniest thing ever. It's so good.
Yeah,
and it's
like
just all random.
I liked it. But I was never one because my friends were the people that were like, "This is the funniest thing ever," and I was like, "I like it. I don't love it. I don't think it's like the masterpiece that you guys think it does. Like it is, but
no, that was the problem. Yeah,
I kind of like it.
The constant insistence that it's the best thing ever made. It's like you're just throwing me off now.
Yeah, I feel as though it was like peak lol random comedy.
It's just been written by professional comedians.
Yeah, and they are funny guys, and I think that's what kind of makes up for it. Is like I don't think it's an inherently great show. I think it was written quite well, and written by guys that knew what they were doing. The Swordsman School. Ah! Okay. No place for children.
No, go look at the cow. Go look at the cow. Look at the JPEG cow. Oh, look at it!
Little box JPEG cow.
That's amazing.
I'm just gonna let everyone appreciate the cow for a second.
Is this the game that has like what's that Zelda dog? I need to find it.
The what?
The low poly Zelda dog.
Potentially that's Ocarina of Time. I'm not sure.
I'm trying to find
They're not bad in Ocarina of Time, I don't think. Not for the time, anyway.
It was like a really specific, like just low poly dog from a game.
When did you all start this game? Like an hour ago.
Yeah.
We haven't even gotten to the very first encounter with Skull Kid. Like
sorry.
You haven't gotten to the point where we stop the moon for the first time and talk to the Skull Kid and stuff.
Yeah, sorry, I completely forgot. It's not. There is a low poly dog in this game, but I was thinking of the one from Lightning Returns. So when you get a chance to look at your Discord, look at the low poly dog from Lightning Returns.
Oh my god. Lightning Returns?
Yeah.
Holy, oh, that's a low poly dog. Oh my god. That's like an N64 poly dog, but in a 360 game.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, we're really not far into this game whatsoever.
Yeah.
We're like 45 minutes in. So this Scarecrow knows of a song that can manipulate the flow of time, Carl.
I remember this.
No, this one knows of. This is the same Scarecrow asset, obviously. Again, they just reuse them all. So if you play that strange song backwards, you can slow the flow of time. And if you play each note twice in a row, you can move half a day forward through time. This is like one of the most important things in the entire game.
Because it lets you skip to certain points.
It lets you slow down or skip time in a game where you're on a 3-day time loop. It's like the most powerful thing in the entire fucking game. And it's taught to you by a Scarecrow that can be completely missed.
Wow.
Because that is the song of double time, or the song of double time and the song of like slow time or half time or something like that.
There were no rules back then, were there?
Yeah, it's just like, did you speak to the Scarecrow that gives you twice the amount of time in the entire game? What?
Yeah, there's no rules, is there?
What? Yeah, there's just a Scarecrow that teaches you how to double the amount of time you've got in the entire game. Because fuck you. Like, there's no other way to figure that out as far as I'm aware as well.
I'm just baffled. Just, there were no rules back then.
Yeah. Oh, he doesn't seem to be able to carry bombs, then he can't play the minigame. Okay. You have to play each cycle? Yes, you do. Yes. So every time you reset the loop, you are encouraged, let's say, to immediately play the song that slows down time by half. Because you get double the amount of time. You get like 6 hours instead of 3 or whatever it is. Like, it just stays in perpetuity until you reset time again. And it's like, holy shit.
That's not even like one of those things that you can just find. It makes the games a little bit easier.
It makes the game twice as easy.
That should be an option from the start of the game. It's just these random Scarecrow.
It's crazy.
I guess just make sure you do that.
Yeah, I think you can use the songs without ever talking to Scarecrow, but like he's the one that will tell you that they exist. That won't work. No, it's too basic. It's too basic, Carl.
What's with that outfit?
It's a dancer's outfit.
Okay.
I also forgot that's like the shield animation for the Deku. Just turn into a snail. Just the snail link. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go ask around Clock Tower. We have 2 days left. Yes, we do.
Yeah, but technically it's 4 days in game time.
No, because we can't play the song yet, Carl.
Wait, what?
We can't play the song. How do we play a song? We've got no ocarina.
You know about the song we can't. That's fair. He stole it.
He stole the ocarina. What are we going to do to play a song? Let mother read you a story. Yep, there we go. She's gonna read us a story and it's gonna pass time.
That's a way to like. That's a way to waste time as well, getting a story read to you.
Yeah, so like before you get the ocarina, she's really helpful because like if you've done everything, you can just skip time for you.
That's a neat way, and it makes sense. Like, oh, we're gonna waste some time. You're gonna hear a story from an old lady.
So we're on the final day now.
And you're not fucking around. You're all like the moon. Do you realize well while they're waiting for someone to save the day? You're in there, just listening to a story.
And that's a big theme of the game is like kind of people know that this moon is coming down.
And they don't seem to give a fuck.
No, they do.
Oh, that lady didn't.
No, like most people are aware that the moon is coming down, and like a lot of the stories and the side quests in the game are about like, people coming to their own mortality because they realize they're about to die.
I was wrong. Are we saying as well that the hit movie Moonfall is a rip-off of this?
What's Moonfall?
It's that new like Roland Emmerich movie where the moon falls out of the sky.
Not Don't Look Up.
No, it's called Moonfall, and the moon falls out of the sky.
Oh, okay.
The Roland Emmerich, it's become. I was going to talk about the podcast actually. It's like it is now the most like disastrously poorly received movie ever because it's like one of those huge blockbusters in the vein of like The Day After Tomorrow and Independence Day, and it had a budget to match, but it's made like $8 million. That thing's awful.
Well, you traded with Deku's group. We had the Moonsteer, and this guy was like, well, I'll sell my plot of land for the Moonsteer.
What land? It's going to be destroyed. Your land is going to be on the other side of the universe.
We've got the plot of land.
Like, his plot of land is going to be like the other side of the planet in about 3 hours.
We got this little tiny flower, and he's like, mate.
It's mine now. Like, Link could make his own ocarina. It is incredibly difficult to make musical instruments.
There we go. Got a piece of
Also,
heart.
Link doesn't. He no longer has fingers or hands.
True.
You try carving an ocarina.
Door. Yeah, the door to the clock tower only opens at midnight, and we're there just like, well then.
You have to wait.
That's why I wanted to skip some time. We go and talk to the lady again. Just like, please.
See if she like wastes some more time.
Just skip a couple of hours for us, please.
There's shit to do up here. So what's the quickest time to complete this game then? Is there like any... I'm guessing it's a Zelda game, there's probably ways to glitch and...
Yeah, the speedruns for this game are basically similar to like Ocarina of Time, where it's like mostly just skip to the end fight.
Just morph or gel yourself through the wall.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know exactly what it is, but like, people do some weird shit, and then all of a sudden they're just on the moon at the end of the game, and I'm like, alright, okay. Because it's one of those, yet again, like, one of those speedruns where I'm like, man, this would be super interesting. How to beat this game in like an hour? Is that, oh, so we just use this skip to get to the end of the game? Right, okay, yeah.
It's the most frustrating thing because people who like speedruns really like speedruns.
Mm-hmm.
And it's difficult to explain to them. It's like, I want to see the game played.
That's why I really like 100% on glitchless speedruns a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm. And that weird thing about like the people who play the glitch versions, like they don't understand that like some people just don't like watching it.
But I find it intriguing one time. And it's no longer fun to watch, but like, for example, it's why the best speedrun and speedrun race so far still Super Metroid.
Super Metroid, yeah. I knew you were going to say it because it's just pure skill.
Because it is.
Pure skill.
Yeah. Because like straight up it's just like they have that game memorized to the back of the hand, and all they're going to do is play it to perfection. So this guy, don't know quite how he justifies it, but this guy basically, he's a bank. And the way the bank works is that he stamps how much he owes you on your hand.
Okay.
So that's their justification, is you go back in time with the stamp on your hand. And he goes, oh, hey, stranger, I see you've got a stamp that says that I owe you 22 rupees. Okay.
So that lets you take money back in time.
Yeah.
That's kind of amazing.
But the idea that he's like, I've never seen you in my life. You are some weird, like, green tunic Deku scrub I'm 100% sure I've never seen. But you do have my stamp.
I owe you money. It should be like a note.
Yeah. And this dog, the dog does not like the Dekus. This racist is like a racist dog. Does not like the Deku scrubs.
Like, the fact you got a Deku scrub as well. So you can just keep saying like Link is a scrub.
Link is a scrub.
He is just a little Deku scrub.
I wonder if we can glitch out just before like the game ends. Like before we need to get to the clock tower.
Like, you should be able as well to be like, fuck you, the world's ending.
Yeah.
Like, just ask him, is your wife and kids at home happy that this is how you're spending your last moments? Like, is your wife happy that you're spending your time stood in front of a fucking blank brick wall?
Dude, we can do it.
I love as well that thing on your screen that's just like, oh, here's the constant reminder that you're about to die.
Yeah.
Just, it's constantly there, constantly counting down.
It's great.
You are eventually going to die, and there is nothing you can do about it.
Nothing you can do.
Except slow down time, or fast forward it.
Oh god.
So is the world about to get destroyed now?
The screen started to shake like...
Like, it's coming. Is it about to end, or is it getting closer?
So it's final day, it's 5 PM. When it hits 12 PM, that's when the ceremony will begin.
Ceremony for...
It's like a celebration, but the Skull Kid just happens to, you know, like tradition apparently, and he will time the end of the world with the traditions that everyone is celebrating.
If I was him, I'd make it so it goes 5 minutes before.
You know, he's polite in that way.
Can we look up and just see the moon? Where is it?
Yeah, we can.
I remember that being like a thing about... Yeah, he's just right there.
Oh!
Come in.
He's coming.
So why is he waiting until midnight to get through there if the world ends at midnight?
Because part of the ritual ceremony is that, like, the celebratory doors to the clock tower open at midnight. So that's part of, like,
the world ends at midnight, so it'll open and you'll
This
die,
is part of the celebration called Dodo.
Just Andros up there.
He's set on path by a bad influence, yeah, 100%, because the moon is just the moon. The moon just exists. Like, the moon is not a bad guy, even though he's got bad face, but the Skull Kid is the one bringing the moon down.
Yeah.
So it's really 100% the plan of the Skull Kid. It's the moon is just an object.
If only you'd not killed the strongest thing in the universe, maybe he could have helped you beat yourself.
Like, the moon just there, like, I'm a bit angry, but I don't want to see the world end.
Well, yeah, that's mean he's getting slowly dragged towards it. He's gonna crash into the earth and kill it.
He's like, I guess I'm gonna murder you all, but this is the Skull Kid's fault. I blame the Skull Kid. It's like, well, surely you have something. Can you not stop yourself? No. It's all the Skull Kid's fault. So yeah, technically, like, we can play the rest of the game at halftime. After this moment. But it's just that weird thing of, like, I guess it's not even 3 hours. Maybe it's like an hour per 3 days. There's been about an hour since we started. So it must be about an hour for every 3 days.
Oh, and it's 2 hours.
And it's 2 hours per 3 days at half time. The Cade gifts have fixed themselves, yes. All I needed to do was apparently just let my PC calm the fuck down for a few minutes. We'll just have a Cade wall before, like, the death begins.
End of the world. Oh, wow. Ezra Miller's just assaulted somebody else in
Oh,
Hawaii.
for fuck's sake!
Just the news has popped up.
Oh my god, you asshole!
Just that thing of like, Joe, you're just like scrolling through the news, and I just see this thing of like, oh, they've assaulted somebody else. Like, they're out on remand for assaulting somebody, and they've assaulted somebody else while they've been waiting.
So yeah, there we go. The ceremonial steps have occurred. Let us into here. That's the thing I like when he was in, like, you know, Fantastic Beasts. I know he's a child actor as well, but like I didn't really have much of a opinion about them. But they like they've kind of just more and more over time. What do you mean he wants complete creative control over the Flash and wants to rewrite it? Oh, they also have been assaulting people. Okay, I'm glad I just like did not care about this person.
Like, in any way whatsoever.
They just do not deserve or respect whatsoever. You keep beating people up.
While out on remand for beating people up.
What are they gonna do?
It must be so nice to be rich and just be able to assault people and then, like, walk out and assault somebody else and have everyone go, I think you should get some help. It's like, not you've been going to jail right now for randomly assaulting people. It's like, you're gonna get some help.
So yeah, Tail is like, hey, school kid, maybe we put that mask away and we don't let the moon kill everyone. And then Tattle is like, Swamp, Mountain, Ocean, Canyon. The 4 who are there, bring them here. So even Tattle is giving you a hint, like, yeah, Skull Kid's gone too fucking far. Help us.
What is Skull Kid's plan?
Yep, Skull Kid just abusing Tattle. Skull Kid's plan is to win the world.
The Skull Kid does not care.
The Skull Kid doesn't give a shit. Like, well, whatever. Look above you. If it's something that can be stopped, then just try to stop it.
Like, Skull Kid's going Super Saiyan.
Yeah. And Skull Kid just like, at that point where they're just like, I don't care. I'm gonna end the world.
So you got 5 minutes before the world ends. Okay, so you get to steal the ocarina. and you can go back in time with your ocarina.
With the Ocarina of Time.
Go back.
Suddenly, memories of Zelda come rushing back to you.
How is it, this like 25-year-old video game?
Hmm.
With all of, you know, back in a time where storytelling in video games was in no way respected or seen as anything beyond just a waste of time for children.
Yeah.
Has a more comprehensive and tighter explanation for how its time travel works than Harry Potter.
I mean, Cthulhu, what are you on about? I see a Zelda right there.
Zelda's right there.
Zelda's right there. I can see a Zelda on screen.
So, that's kind of amazing that they said that as Zelda is literally
Zelda's
on screen.
Like, obviously, like, I'm being conceited a little bit. Yeah, Zelda's not involved in the main plot. Yeah, that's true. 100% true. I'm just like yanking your chain a bit, but Zelda's right there. Don't know what you mean. Zelda's right there, right? But yeah, she only appears in flashbacks. That is true.
Oh, they're busy.
Zelda's just like, I already taught you this shit in the last game. I ain't making another appearance. Like, I've got other fucking priorities.
Is that when an actress doesn't want to come back in it?
Yeah.
Katherine Heigl in it. I'm too good for this shit.
I did not see a video by A. Sean on Harry Potter now. I do not know what you're referring to at all, to be honest.
Is a again, it's all those things that went viral. He's
Ah,
like a
right, okay.
YouTuber who. Do you know when there's like, he's in the same vein like H Bomber guy with make like a video every couple of months and it's like
Yes.
4 hours long
Mhm.
and it's just like a really deep dive and
Mhm.
in-depth breakdown of a particular topic.
Yeah, I follow a few people like that.
Yeah. They're very good at what they do, but they have that issue that a lot of those video essayists run into, which is so many people just repeat exactly what they say word for word
Mhm.
as their own opinion, but they don't have either the amount of effort they put in regards to the research or just the level of knowledge to
Of course, yeah.
speak to it with any sort of authority.
Mhm.
So while they're good at what they do, they have that thing. It's like just people repeat what they say as facts.
Yeah.
As opposed to it's one person's interpretation. A very what's the word now? Informed one, but nonetheless an opinion nonetheless.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Uh, yeah, Link's Awakening 100% does not have Zelda in it. I don't think even in a flashback or anything. Like, at least the remake that Colin and I played, I believe, Zelda never turned up at all. The start and you don't need to apologize, Cthulhu. Like, not at all. But yeah, like I think apology. I think Link's Awakening it starts with and ends with that cutscene of like Link on the sailing raft. I don't think Zelda is involved at all. It's all like the melon and the egg of time and shit like that. Like the good old
And the whale.
the whale.
Time whale.
It was all a dream. So yeah, this is the ocarina, Carl.
It's changed. Why is it like?
That's an
Is it
ocarina.
Is it a deco version?
So yeah, we play as Alien, Deku, Zora, and Goron, and the ocarina actually changes for every race.
Oh, depending on each race and
Mhm.
the specific way they'll be able to play an instrument, like
Yep.
a wind instrument or what have you.
But yeah, we played the Song of Time, and all of our inventory has disappeared, but the key items have not. Like,
Okay,
so
so
we've still got Deku Nuts in our inventory at 0, but we know Deku Nuts exist, kind of thing.
that was the thing that was like throwing me off in regards to this. Like when you said like if you die,
Mm-hmm.
because you can get to now you got this. Now the game makes a lot more sense. Because I was thinking like, is it like the game fully ends and you get sent all the way back to the beginning? It's like no, you just get to this bit. That's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
And that's really like handling time travel better than a series with time travel in it.
Like, honestly, looking back at this game, the older I get, the more impressive it becomes.
From a narrative standpoint, that's really impressive because this is an era when video games were explicitly for children.
Mm-hmm.
This is a video game for children, and it's treating you not like an idiot. It's like it is giving you the full confidence that you are able to realize what's going on and figure it out.
And as a child, I'll point out, the first time I ever played this, didn't stop the moon coming down on the first day. Or on the first 3 days. Like, it took me a second time to realize all that sequence of events of, like, getting the bomber's code, getting the moon's tier, like, trading that for the plot of land to get you up to the clock. Like, that's a lot of sequence of events for a kid to figure out.
But once you figured it out, then you're like, you just min-max the fuck out of it. So and it's really meta in the sense that you've already done this, so you can go back and do it. And it's like that's really in the game. Yeah, Link might have already done it already. Yeah, we don't know how many times Link has lived this story.
The reason that it is called Legend of Zelda is... Oh, wait, hang on.
Whee!
Oh, okay, they won't talk to us at all. Okay. Yeah, that's fine, Andrew. Okay. No, so... I'm butchering this a little bit, but it's either... I think it's Legend of Zelda 2, or maybe it's the original. It starts out as like, oh, there was a princess called Zelda that sent herself into like a slumber to protect the Triforce. And there's like a lot of other bits, but that is the Legend of Zelda. And then you start the game in like Zelda 2 with Zelda on the bed in the background, asleep like Sleeping Beauty or Snow White, as if she's on like a pedestal and she's the one like protecting the land, and that's the Legend of Zelda.
It's that thing like she is ultimately of more importance than Link to the story, because the whole point of Link's character is that he is like an literally unnamed hero for many of his games. Zelda does play a critical role in all the stories, even if she's not visibly on screen.
Zelda 2 mentioned. Yeah, I thought it was Zelda 2, but like, yeah. Like, Zelda 2, the opening is like talking about the actual legend of the Princess Zelda that saved Hyrule. And yeah, that might be a retcon because, hey, guess what? That's the second game in, and the first one was also called The Legend of Zelda. So even back in like 88 or whatever it was, that's a retcon, but yeah. There is a reasoning behind the series being called Legend of Zelda, even though Zelda's not the main character. They do their best to identify that as quickly as possible. So I think what we can do now is go straight to the children and be like, here's the code, let us through, get the moons to you. But even then, I literally don't know what I'm doing in this game. I genuinely do not know what we're doing anymore. And that's not a bad thing. Like, I'm excited because this is one of like my least played Zelda games, and I'm like, I'm really curious to see how this game like actually works.
I'm really impressed by just how it's handling the time travel aspect. I'm a big, huge sci-fi nerd, especially in like sci-fi concepts like time travel and AI and stuff. So the idea of time travel and how it's handled is a
like,
great interest to me.
Well, of course, like you skipped a couple of steps because rather than go from the beginning, you've gone from the point where you know the code.
And you fast forward this like 20 years, and then you get, what is it, Deathloop?
Yes. And Deathloop's been really cool from what I've played of it so far as well. Again, handling it in a really fun way. Of like, over the time, you like learn people's routines and shit. Like, as you learn more information, their routines become more obvious, and then you can start manipulating where people are, so that you can all bring people together at a certain time to then take them out in one go. Oh, shit. This is what we need to do at all times. I forgot about this. There we go, the inverted Song of Time. Double our time. Shall we dance? No. No, thank you.
I won't dance. Okay. Oh, so I'm reading through like the patches on like Elden Ring and stuff as well. Reading through them, and just people will never be happy because like I told you about the final boss where it spends all its time running away. Because, and it's like impossible to do as a melee build because it's like you literally can't get a hit on it because it just runs away the entire fight. They've said it, okay, now we're going to make it be more aggressively pursue you, so it functions more better. Like, this is terrible. Why do we do that? Like, it made sense. Like, people will never be happy. And that's the thing, because you know if it was the other way around, and it's like they program it to run away more, and it was changed. Like, no, this is terrible. Like, keep it back the way it was.
Yeah.
It's like people are so obsessed with this series they can't imagine the idea that they would make a mistake, or they'd see something as like it's unintentionally too powerful, like balanced the wrong way.
Yeah, no worries, Cthulhu. Thank you for joining in. I hope next time you can like join in. And I think tomorrow I'm gonna sort my shit out and do a Discord vote for what we're gonna play on Friday. So on Thursday. So keep an eye on that. But yeah, thank you very much for joining in.
Yeah. Sorting your shit out.
I've just been trying to think of like cool games that would be good to play. So what I mean is Zelda.
More Zelda.
No, that's Tunic Tuesdays. I think each Zelda game is different enough that I could keep the gimmick up for a long time of like just keep playing Zelda games. But like the Thursday games, I'm like I've had enough Pokemon for a little bit. I need to change the tune of that.
Oh my god. Here's another one. There's an NPC in the game that sometimes you can accidentally kill because they're like below you on a ledge and they have 1 HP.
Oh, okay.
And if you like land on them by rolling off the ledge, it instantly kills them and you fail the mission.
Right.
And they've changed it. The people complaining about that. I'm like, well, it makes sense because the character's injured in that moment. It's like, well, it wasn't intentional for you to accidentally kill them by landing on them. Like people, like there's nothing that people won't complain about when it comes to like FromSoft games. That was clearly an oversight when like players were accidentally killing an important quest NPC.
Let me have a word with God.
I think I say with God then.
With God.
Gotta get out of my ocarina of time and just like message God, see how he's doing. How you doing, Jeebus? Can I get on it?
Carry a weapon. Maybe you can just help me here, Carl. Get up a guide.
Okay. What do you need a guide for specifically?
I just don't know how to get out of the town.
Okay, get out of town.
So, like, it might just be worth looking up the walkthrough and, like, getting to, like, you know, the bit after you turn back time for the first time.
The doors to the...
Yeah.
You found it.
Chat's also helping out straight away. He's like, go learn the Song of Healing from the Happy Mask Salesman, yeah.
I was about to say.
Oh, yeah, they get... Thank you.
Because now what you've done, though, is you've established that people would do backseat game.
No, because, like, they
No
only
escape.
did that while I was asking.
No escape. We can never
So,
escape.
yeah, again, like,
gaming.
as soon as I ask, thank you for your help. I don't want to, like, you know, be backseat gaming, but yeah, thank you for your help, because, like, that one moment where I'm like, what the fuck do I need? I've just completely forgot, but yeah, of course. They even said at the start, like, oh yeah, just go through, I wonder what happens if we go through the door. No, like, the warrior princess, do not worry, I do not doubt you. You are a warrior princess, but like, Carl's just worried about other people, I presume it's like, taking that as a sign of like, oh, I can come in a backseat game.
Well, it's the thing of it.
But I know you waited until like, I asked, and you were very helpful, thank you.
I unironically kind of love backseat gaming now, just because it's so overt sometimes. Of like, you can, what's that old thing now of you can never be serious enough online or sarcastic enough where someone don't take it seriously.
I see people on Reddit do the, like, you know, like the /s of like the sarcasm.
And people still not
and
take
people will take it seriously completely. It's like, but that is literally the Reddit short term for sarcasm. What are we meant to do? He's like, bye! Bye, Mr. Deku, bye! It's like this giant, just demon Deku.
I'm back, baby!
We're back. We young Link again. But yeah, that's the Song of Healing. So it's healed us from the evil magic. But
so
at
now
any
you can
time,
equip the mask at will.
we can put the mask on at will now.
There we go. So it's a power up, in a sense.
Hell yeah.
Kind of awesome. Inhabit the body of a Deku.
So please, give me that which you have promised me.
That,
we promised him Majora's Mask.
Oh, you don't have it.
He's like,
I'll get it. Now I've got my body back, I will be able to help.
About that. He's like, my mask? Yeah?
You've got enough masks.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. You did get it, right?
It's like, technically I did, but I never said when I'd get it to you.
You did.
That's the important thing.
You did hold up your end of the bargain. He's like,
Oh
you
god.
fucking die!
Just shaking Link syndrome now. Stop it. Something terrible. Yeah, we know something terrible happened. We almost watched it happen. There was 5 minutes.
We had 5 minutes left
before shit got so real.
Yeah, it's much appreciated that like people in chat are there to help. I always like it like if people are there to like, you know, especially a game like this where I'm not too familiar with it. Where I'm like, yeah, I could do with a hand if I asked for it, but I'm very appreciative of the fact that people aren't just jumping all over me like, God, I can't believe you didn't go to the Happy Mask salesman. You should have. I know that the camera pointed directly to it, but I should have known better. But I'm glad that people didn't tell me.
Nothing you'll just miss. So
yeah,
I think the more frustrating one is it's a game that you are familiar with, like me playing Final Fantasy X. That guy who was just, did you know this? And I was saying like,
every time Carl was like,
I'm aware. It was like 4 recording sessions in a row for 2 hours straight, just saying stop doing it, and every time, sorry, I will not do it again, and got timed out. I think you just got pissed that you timed out what 5 times in a row.
More than that, yeah.
And they just didn't get it. They just could not get it through their head of like, just stop doing this.
Kept being like, yeah, okay, I won't do it again, and then 5 minutes later, did you know, Carl? Like, yes, I've played this game 20 times. Leave me alone.
I think there was one when we were playing like Resident Evil 5, and I was talking about like, yeah, it's the only game I've like basically broken down on a like math level. I've gone into like
a statistical basis, yeah.
And I'm like talking like exact damage numbers for weapons and stuff like that. Well, this weapon does more damage. It's like, no, it doesn't.
Holy shit, Ross. Like, yeah, thank you very much, and I hope work goes all well. I'm gonna start, because obviously I'm not putting anything out on my LegendOfKanto YouTube channel, so this will be going up as a VOD. From this playthrough, I'm gonna start using that as like a VOD channel.
You're gonna do that now, because now I've got a side channel for.
I'm gonna do that because all of the like creative, like, you know, gaming stuff I'm doing is going on a side channel. So I'm like, might as well keep that channel there so that I can use that as like a VOD channel for my stream. So you can check it out there.
Okay, that's a good way of doing it.
Considering I needed to make a VOD channel for my streams, and then I just decided like putting up all my stuff on Untitled Child channel instead of LegendOfKanto. I was like, well, is this channel that's there that's not doing anything now? So I'm gonna, now that we've got a fresh playthrough, I'm gonna start putting up those on there.
Are you thinking you're just like out of the playthrough game then?
Yeah, probably.
It's a shame, but it's like just. There's no way to make that kind of content profitable on YouTube anymore. The only people who can are people who've already got millions of subscribers.
Exactly. Yeah.
And legacy and support from the
platform. It means that, you know, people aren't pressured to stick around for every stream and can catch up and stuff. Especially with something like Majora's Mask, where it's like really story-based.
Luke's, I'm playing a Final Fantasy game on my stream.
Exactly.
I get it.
Yeah. So like, rather than having to like edit it down, it's just going to be like a bit of a VOD dump. Which I get, like, not everyone's going to watch, but it's there if people need it and people want to catch up with the streams and stuff, and if you miss out on a stream and all that.
One of the options that you do have, I think, when you upload it as a VOD, because you can do the VOD upload straight from Twitch to YouTube.
Yeah, I remember you saying that,
like,
yeah.
You can just split it into, like, 15 minutes.
I'd rather just put it all up in one go. If people want to watch it, people want to watch it. I know not many people will, but I think it serves my Twitch audience more than anything else, which is what I want the channel for at this point.
Also, manages to avoid that thing. Well, I've not seen this episode. You got to know, if you want to watch it, you can watch it. It's right there, right there for you.
But I at this point want to lean more into like we have obviously Fat Fiend, and then like the side channel for YouTube, and that's where my YouTube stuff goes, and my LegendOfKanto channel can just be focused on helping my Twitch out.
You're diversifying your interests.
Exactly.
The Wu-Tang Clan. Give us good advice.
So yeah, we got a masks page and an item page.
And that masks page has a lot of stuff.
So, well, there's like 24 masks and 24 items. So if you thought there was a lot of items in Ocarina of Time, like double it.
Again, as well, this is a concept that exists in the game Balan Wonderworld.
It is. It is. Yeah? You're not wrong. They
It's
just did it so much
absolutely-
worse 20 odd years later.
Yeah, the benefit of 20 years, and as supposedly a person good at making video games, like they've got Yuji Naka working on it, and they've got like all that money from Square Enix, and they still fucks it up.
So there it is.
Oh, it's the owl. It's the spirit owl.
We can save our progress here.
Is that the first time you can save?
Yeah.
You're playing for like an hour and a half.
Yep.
What happens if you... Could you run to that straight away then?
No. So we can save our progress and quit there. I'm just gonna create a spend point because
As well.
it's it's do you want to quit playing?
Oh,
Do you want to save and quit playing?
The hell?
Yeah.
There were no rules back then. There really were no rules when it
Yeah.
was like... That's when we were on cartridges. You can't save shit on a cartridge. You don't remember what game to.
You can save shit on a cartridge.
You could, but... Then I don't remember many games that would let you. It's like memory cards weren't really a thing
games
back then.
did.
Did they? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like it was the odd game like Extreme G that wanted a memory card for your actual save file. Most of them just let you save on cartridge.
Oh, sorry, CDs are what you do. That's why memory cards were a thing. I was getting mixed around.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons why Nintendo kept them, isn't it? But the idea that there's not just like auto saves, like checkpoint in and auto saves, like fucking too bright.
So
the best.
I absolutely do not know where this guy is.
We might be doing laundry. You are in the laundry pool.
I guess we can just go. Well, yeah, we are in the laundry pool, but like don't think it's open yet.
I can't think of how much that would have hurt his back. When he
He's
just
fine.
did that.
He's fine.
He just did that full forward roll over a wooden bench.
He's alright.
Like that would hurt so fucking much. Oh. That frog. What's it doing? Are you going to talk to him? Are you going to play him a song?
I'm gonna play him a song and see what happens.
The song of healing. Oh.
Alright.
I don't think that's...
There's a guy that will give you the Brahmin mask. Here, but I don't know when he appears. But I believe it's the first day at some point. And we need the Brahmin mask. Like, when I say we need the Brahmin mask, we need...
We need with a capital N.
Like, 3 capital N's. Oh, you got a sword? Cool. Yeah, let's go.
Thanks. So you need a Pokemon.
So, Termina Field right here.
Play the song. Play the song. Yeah! I hear that.
Like a weird little remix of the Hyrule Field theme, I appreciate it. It's cool.
So go see your Gorons.
We can't go see Goron just yet.
Why not?
Deku's
Surely they still
first.
remember you. Aren't you friends with them?
Deku's first.
How fast this is. Why is it faster to do that? Is this your favourite then glitched way to move in a video game?
Maybe, yeah. Like, not even glitch, just...
Okay, not glitched, but like unintended then.
Yeah. I think
so. For me, it might be Foxtrotting in Smash Ultimate.
That's true.
Just because every character has it and every character looks amazing.
I do
especially
love
when you
doing
use someone like
Foxtrot.
just Snake like
He's like, Hale and I drew this with the Skull Kid when we first met them. He told us that he'd been fighting with his friends. He left them all alone.
So he thought, I'm going to blow up the entire world.
Well,
That'll show him.
this kind of like the deep part of the story coming in. This surprisingly deep story. We're doing well today, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah. Welcome.
Oh, Navi looks awesome. It's got like, the glowing energy field.
It has Tattle and Tail, not Navi. Navi's blue, remember?
Navi is a kind of fairy, isn't it? Okay.
Navi is just the fairy that we get in Ocarina of Time.
I thought it was a species, like Navis were a thing.
No, they're just a fairy. The Skull Kid, like, ran away from the Lost Woods in Hyrule. Just there, like,
What's he doing? Can they help them? Oh. And then you decide I want to blow up the world. Fuck you.
Yeah, I've got friends. Fuck it. Let's end it now.
Is that how you repay someone for helping you? Just destroy the entire world. There. Oh, it's the song.
Look, they're just enjoying life. They're loving life.
Why is Daruni not in the background?
I know, right?
In mad hype.
Like, yeah, man, I've got friends.
Friends are great. Look at that. Look how good it is at having friends. Like, who doesn't want friends?
They draw a little sketch on the tree there. I'm like, yeah, man, I've got friends. It's great.
Always playing tricks.
But to do what he just did because of that, it's like, yeah, that's a bit...
He was a prank YouTuber, no one really liked him.
He was a pranker. And then he just went, oh, look, I'm going to mug this dickhead in the forest.
And steal perhaps the most powerful objects in the world.
Mm-hmm. And once he got his power, he went on a trip. You know what? Someone promoted him to supervisor and he went off the rails. Like,
they are some of my favourite stories, like the ones of what's the smallest amount of power you've seen somebody get drunk on. Like, there's so many just incredible ones.
There are.
I've worked with many, like a manager.
100%. I think he just like he bum rushed him out of nowhere. That's all that happened. Like, he's definitely not more powerful than the Happy Mask Salesman, but he definitely just he ganked him out of nowhere.
Like, you can rob a god.
Just came out of left field like no one's business.
Yeah, it's a common thing in like just even the most ancient of myths. Like gods, they're not infallible in most mythologies. Like they are prone to hubris and pride and things like that. As a result, can be tricked. It's just not a good idea to trick a god.
But Skull Kid seemingly got tricked by a god.
Didn't go. Wi-Fi admin password. I've seen some like bad ones for that. Like back in the day when I used to work at a restaurant, it was just like the person who had like the knife that we used to cut limes.
Oh, right.
There's a guy in the kitchen who was like, oh, can I borrow a knife? I want to cut some limes because you've got to cut them in here on this chopping board, and we've got a chopping board outside. No, it's nice, really sharp. You've got to use it in front of me. I've got to train you to use a knife. So I know how to cut a fucking lime. So do you want to cut the limes? No, I'm too busy for that. So you're not too busy to watch me cut the limes?
Yeah.
So you just want to sit there. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, Majora's Mask is the one with the giant moon. Indeed it is.
You can see it right now, okay? We better look up and see it. Is it visible at all times? Yeah,
it might be. It might be.
There.
Maybe. Just maybe.
Do the eyes follow you around?
Probably, yeah.
Because it feels like the moon's looking right. It's a really horrifying image. It's a really strong visual.
It's one of the strongest visuals in games, yeah.
Like, you're not even kidding, like, games in general. Because that's me, I've never played this game, but I'm aware.
That thing is, everyone knows that fucking face. Just the moon, like the idea that you play almost the entire, apart from like being, you know, in dungeons indoors and stuff, the entire game where just that is looming over you, and it gets closer and closer every day. Like, I don't know many games that do that. Just a pervasive threat, just in the skybox, just coming towards you.
Yeah, you got it's like Dead Rising, where you have the first one, you have the constant reminder that you only got 3 days to complete the game, and then the second one where it's...
But where do you think they got that from, Carl?
Yeah, you got this much time to save your daughter. I'm just trying to think of other examples.
But I'm just thinking, like, where did Dead Rising get, you've got 3 days to beat the game from? It's probably Majora's Mask. Where the game opens up, like, 72 hours remain. It's like, yeah.
It's either an intentional or unintentional. One of those things where it just exists in pop culture. Yeah, I'm trying to think now, like, a game where there is, a constant reminder of, like, the final threat.
Right, you fucker. I'm gonna Google this because I need to know.
I think like, maybe something like Devil May Cry 5, where every time you're walking through the level, there's always just the reminder that Horizon is there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You have to keep, but that's like more just like you keep fighting the boss and the boss keeps kicking your ass. Yeah, that's an interesting one, that, of just a game where the final threat is always there. Maybe on a more abstract sense, stuff like Shadow of Mordor. And where you can just constantly see Mount Doom. It's like at any point you can try and go take Mount Doom.
Yeah.
You probably shouldn't, but it's there. and it's always in the skyline. Or like
Similar to
Elden Ring,
like
I guess.
Breath of the Wild, like Ganon's castle. Just
Yeah.
defeat
Or you just see it
Ganon.
in the distance. Or like
Just in the middle of the map.
that is so good though. The fact as well it's on screen constantly of like
Yeah.
just defeat Ganon.
Just defeat Ganon. Just
Or
go.
Elden Ring, you have like just the big tree that's just there. You can't avoid it. It's always there. Yeah, Zelda's probably the best. The defeat Ganon one. The fact that it's like second one, defeat Ganon, and you're naked.
You're just this like
with
this
a
boy
branch.
Link with like the Ganon
Yeah.
Hyrule Castle just there.
And you're just there, and you're naked, and you've got a stick, and you're like rooting around in the brush for bugs, and it's just like your
I've got
mission is
paraglider now. Like defeat Ganon.
defeat the King of Evil.
Oh. At night during the first or second night. Okay, got it. So this is the opposite. So this song of double time.
So this makes it go faster, so you can just...
So you can warp 12 hours at a time. Or not 12 hours necessarily, but it warps you to the night of the first day, the day of the second day, the night of the second day, the day of the third day, the night of the third. Long ago.
Was he just singing along to the music then?
No, he was playing. I presume he was playing the Song of Storms again. Song of Storms, dude. Yeah, he was playing.
There we go.
And he's like, well, like this was great, but why was the dog the leader? This is why. This is why.
The power of this dog. How long
This is why. This is why the dog was the leader.
It's his power.
He's like, this goddamn dog. I'm just like, yes. Yeah. Yes, the dog. Think about the dog. Think about the dog, sir.
The thing is, though, when you're like cutting off just part of his look, that was a really bad image of him like shaking.
Oh, that dog was amazingly though. He's like, he's great. The dog's mask, I stole it. I stole it because I wanted the leader's mask. I no longer need it. I give it to my guest. We get the Bremen
Yes! So what does this let you do? Turn you into a bird?
No, it lets us be the leader.
To everyone.
Just lets us be the leader.
Leader of who?
It lets us be the leader, Carl.
Okay.
Okay, so I think we then go to Mr. Field, I believe. Oh, no, backwards. What are you doing, Link? Link?
Yeah. Yeah, why are you not doing like your tactic?
There we go. He was doing like a diagonal walk.
Woo!
Fastest way to move in the game.
I love it. But
if anyone isn't aware of why I keep doing this, fastest way to walk in the game.
Is there any other like hilarious ways of moving in games that you like though? Unintended ones.
I don't know. Not that I can think of. Like, there's not better than just the fact that running forward is the slowest way to move in this game.
Like sprinting.
Like, this is faster.
Yeah. Then backwards is the absolute fastest.
Back is the fastest. This is faster. like, come on, just give him a break. Epona, I believe you get at some point.
Just
I think.
chilling. He's going so fast.
He does.
Just woo!
Yeah, Skull Kid kills her in the intro, but then, like, kills her. But yeah, I believe you do get Epona back, yeah.
Epona's just chilling.
Must be the western entrance then.
Why is that so quick? Look at him go. No,
because this is the way to the beach, isn't it?
you might want to go to the beach. You can chill here for a bit.
Alright, let me again look it up. I'm sorry, but we need to do it.
Just I like going really fast, like woo. Like, you should be doing that the entire time, doing it. What we got? You figured it out.
Tell me how to unlock the trophy for it in Super Smash Bros. Melee.
I'm waiting.
Okay.
I'm of no help here, which I apologise for.
Exactly, you're not. Unfortunately. Southwest. Went east, and I'm like, no, I need to go southwest. Okay.
Never eat shredded wheat, figure it out. I still remember I did that during the Breath of the Wild playthrough when you lost your shit. So I was like northeast, southwest. I was like, never eat shredded wheat, and you were just pissing yourself. I was like, figure it out. Northeast, southwest.
I didn't think that's how you figure out as a 30-year-old, Cal.
Do you still like? There must be a word you still spell out loud in your head.
I mean, I spell
like,
beautiful, the Jim Carrey way.
Yeah.
But that's more just like, not because I don't know how to spell it, just because like Bruce Almighty taught me that.
It's just one of those things of like sometimes like right and left. Just sometimes it's one or like reading a clock. It's not a thing you do all the time, and it's something I struggled with as a kid. So it's just that I know how to do it, but there's just sometimes that mental thing of like, as a kid, there was so many times where I'd be embarrassed or nervous. I have that inbuilt thing of here's how I remind myself so I don't get it wrong.
Here we go, Milk Road. So those that know will know.
I don't know, so I'm excited. Oh, you little baby Link again.
Always Baby Link.
It's more because it zoomed down, so it made it look small. I was like, it's little baby Link.
I love the idea, though, that, like, Link in Ocarina of Time had this power, just didn't know it.
Well, fast forwarding and
He knew this song and he had the Ocarina.
But I guess so, he just didn't need to do that.
No, he didn't. No. Oh.
Oh, no. That screams horrifying.
Yeah, it really is. There we
He's
go.
your owl friend.
Oh, owl. So this is like fast travel, basically.
So now you can go between the owls. So you're just doing that to make sure you have all this access to this.
Yeah. A song will double time. We'll get ourselves to the third day. The dawn of the final day. Fucking hell. This game is so ominous.
I know, they're not fucking around, are they?
No, they're really not. So yeah, you need the powder keg, or you just need to wait till the third day. And then Romani Ranch becomes available. Because some guy's working at like a giant boulder with the pickaxe.
Oh,
But if you just wait till the third day, he's got through the boulder. And look at the where is he? Where's he gone?
He's waiting for you.
Where is he? Whoa!
Oh, it's right there. Hey.
He's just like, I'm chilling. Yeah, it's great because like almost everything that was to do with Ocarina of Time, good or bad, just got put in this game because this game took a year to make.
Look at that. Look.
Yes! Is that a horse? Yes, yeah, it fucking is.
Just the fact it's just there.
Yes, it is our horse.
Who stole your horse?
Okay, Epona song doesn't work. I don't remember how to get our... Don't remember how to get Epona.
And give me back my horse.
Okay, cool. She's like, I wonder what Romani. I'm like, I'm not about this. I need the Bremen mask. Mama's house.
I steal all the stuff. Toss the place.
Okay. Where am
What
I
are you doing?
going then? Somewhere I'm missing on the ranch. Sure, some peeps in chat know where I'm going.
The fact is there.
Yeah.
What you need to do, like, call in the sun. Like, tell the sun and the moon is, like, being a dick.
Hey, son, can you help us out? Oh, over there. Okay, got it. Oh, there's 2 places. Right, okay. I think it's over here then. Like, this one place has 4 different locations I can go to.
That's a lot. Oh, look at that. Go look at that cuckoo right now. A drawn cuckoo. Look at that. That's incredible.
It is. Where is he then? Where is he? This is the man we need to see. Says the moon's gonna fall.
Like, to look up. That's all you need to do. Just tell it, look up.
Definitely gonna take this ranch down with it. He's like, the only regret I have is that I won't get to see these guys in their prime as roosters.
Ah. Are you going to, like, fast forward time?
No? I'm gonna use my mask. So, Carl, you'll see that the green button here, I have one action.
March. No. No! Yes! Oh, it's incredible!
It's great! We just
Why is
march
that
the chicks around.
Why is that the greatest model of anything in a video game? Look at it, the little peeps.
Look at them!
Little peeps.
They're going!
That's adorable, that's amazing.
It's so good.
Just the
The
little
little
peeps.
chicks. We need to march. We need to march our way through this apocalypse. Look at them go.
It's so good. Please tell me you can keep this to the end of the game. Can you keep this to the end of the game?
You can't.
Look at your army. The squad.
The little squad is in.
Like, come on. Join us.
There we go.
Oh!
Oh, they're going!
Why are they, like, powering up?
Why not? Because they're marching, Carl. They're marching.
It's what the cuckoos demand.
Yeah!
That was incredible.
He's like, wait, what did you just fucking do? What did you just do?
I don't know what you do. That was... How are you supposed to figure out that side works, though?
I don't know.
How are you supposed to know that cuckoos will evolve?
But guess what? You can have this from me, the most powerful thing in the entire game.
Okay, so what does this do? What's the... Is it like it is in Smash?
Yeah, you go faster.
Oh, okay, so that is the most powerful thing in the game.
Yeah.
You just run now.
You go faster.
It's the bunny hood. Broken OP. There he is.
Have you look?
Oh my god.
So in the game about time we go faster, we win. It increases our jump distance and everything, yeah.
So you can backdash even faster now.
I was like, I don't know if it affects backdashing or not. No. So like actually running becomes like an option.
Because you just
Like, uh, uh,
oh, I'm on it.
So yeah, we now have we're now in a game all about time where we can run faster.
Probably the most useful thing to have in a
Exactly.
game.
Yeah. Now, this is why I was like, why? How the fuck do we do this? Because the bunny hood is the first thing you need to fucking get. Why would we not?
Because if you're moving about 50% faster, then you've got 50% more time.
Exactly, and we can do the like inverted Song of Time, so that we get double time. So then you get like
It goes slower,
it's
and if
more
you want
like
to,
you
could
get
just
4 times the amount of time as normal.
and if you really want to, you could just go back a day and start again.
No, that's the plan. Yeah.
So you got multiple options to like, and that's the thing. The amount of ability you have to change time is so expansive for a game this old.
Yeah.
And for like a piece of media that's like, got this few ways to it. And like I say, it's more thought out than entire series that revolve around time travel.
It's crazy.
And have it as a critical component.
It's one of the most well thought out games I think I've ever experienced, and it's 22 years old. And like that's the thing is just I haven't played this game as much as I should have done, but yeah, he's like, I remember you at 22 rupees, but like man, this is oh god damn it. Just like a weird game that just I think it was overshadowed by how revolutionary Ocarina of Time was, but this is also ridiculous.
There's some pretty like revolutionary stuff in this. That's something like just in regards to its handling of time travel. It's
Link's
one
like,
of the it is one of the most frustrating tropes in media for a reason because it's so often used as a Deus Ex Machina or just handled poorly. And the rules in this universe are consistent, and the time travel is being used in interesting ways.
It is indeed.
Two of the hardest things to do with time travel: make it interesting, make it make sense.
And I'm gonna go back to the first day, and I'm gonna take a little toilet break.
Okay.
So we'll be back for just like a last little roundup of a couple of bits.
No problem. Don't just keep an eye on things. Or are you going to go to like a break screen?
I'll go to a break screen, and then like we can just start out like the last little bit, and then I guess we can go to the swamp, introduce things, and then like figure things out for next screen and stuff.
Okay,
yeah.
No, I'll mute myself now when you go to your starting screen.
Yeah, cool. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Okay, no problem.
Oh, we back.
I am indeed. I've been here.
Thank you very much. Yeah, so we're going back to the first day, and
Wearing your bunny hood.
yeah, I definitely think this game is like super confusing for some people, and I think like it really threw me off and kind of pushed me away the first couple of times I played it because of how confusing the time mechanics get and stuff, and like it's a tough game to get through, but I feel like I'm in a really good position of I finished the 3DS version once. I kind of get a grasp of the mechanics, but I don't know much about the game.
The sheer amount of things that you have to do, though, is what's impressing me. Like, it doesn't even matter if they're no good or difficult to implement. The fact there are this many things in this game is incredible to me.
Yeah. It's like, it really is baffling. Like, 100% baffling when you go back and you're like, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask were on the N64.
Yeah.
And like the shit they were trying, like even if they didn't 100% succeed, the shit they were trying is ridiculous.
Like, they have laid the groundwork for modern gaming as it exists today.
I'm glad you're hooked on this series. Like, it's my favorite series for a reason, and just like going back to Majora's Mask, a game that I don't particularly have affinity for, but I know I should. And I really respect is like it's super interesting, and I'm like already getting that hooks in me of like, what a cool fucking idea for a game. Like, I don't really have much nostalgia for or anything, but goddamn, like the shit this game was doing in 2000, like shit that games can't pull off now sometimes. And it's amazing to me even more so that this was a year production. A year-long production that followed on from just, we'll use a lot of the assets of Ocarina of Time. Another revolutionary, groundbreaking game.
Something they farted out in a year is one of the most impressive utilizations and utilizations of...
Like, just time mechanics within gaming, yeah.
Something like Deathloop just came out last year, and people are like, oh my god, this is like groundbreaking, revolutionary. It's like, it's been done.
I'm glad that like my my passion for the series is coming across. It's really appreciated to hear you say that. Thank you.
I mean, it's like a pseudo roguelike as well in that sense. Roguelike probably existed before this, but this is like establishing tropes, trends.
Well, yeah, I think Rogue was maybe like, I know it's a text-based game, so I'm assuming it was maybe like 80s, maybe 90s. But that's kind of like what roguelikes and roguelites are based on. If like Rogue the game. Well, we don't have a pictograph, so that's awkward. Oh yeah, the tourist center. So here we go. Old Kume's boat cruise. Please inquire at the Magic Hag's potion shop near the edge of the swamp. So I don't know if you remember the name Kume.
Do not. Remind me.
The last stream we did, we fought Kume and Katake.
Oh, okay.
The witches.
When I see them, I might remember them.
So, do you remember the fire and ice witches?
Okay, now I do, yeah. The mirror shield?
Yeah, yeah.
There it is.
The ones that you fought with the mirror shield. So, like, Link can get across here. So Link can get across, Deku Link can get across the poison swamps.
There's that thing of like, yeah, just having powers. Like, just unique abilities based on like equipment and things like that. Something like Zelda's always done.
And the fact that you've got 4 unique characters within Link is just so cool.
Yeah, style switching essentially. So you've always had stuff like that with like your tunics and your boots and the previous thing like.
But the idea as well that like, you know, like certain characters don't let you don't talk to you if you're not like the right character and stuff. It's really cool.
It's just emergent gameplay. I think is the word for that.
We sell potions to humans only. Alright, cool.
Just absolutely.
My potions work really well. It's like,
That, would you question that, man?
Kuma has gone into the woods out back looking for mushrooms. She's a bit late coming back. Would you go find her for me? Easy getting lost in these woods. Ask the monkeys that live there. Okay. We can do that.
Just look at that. What'd you do like if you like sold a kid something and you look and he jumps 300 feet and lands and does like a perfect like spin.
And then turns into a Deku scrub and pirouettes away. So yeah, if you do that spin tech, you can make it like twice the distance. That means a lot of the time you can just kind of gel over them a little bit.
I love how fast you're going. Whoa. That was so. Oh, the frog. Can you talk to the frog?
Fucking dodging my attacks.
You see that dodge?
Like that flawless dodge.
I've never seen it like that.
No. Okay. Think we just shoot this thing? Okay.
Do not bite. Do not bite it.
Oh shit.
Oh! Oh, the pirouette! You went down styling, I respect it.
We did. We at least went down. We tried.
Oh, that was incredible. Like you died, but just before you did, I'm gonna twirl towards victory.
Captain Fabulous taught me anything else.
Yeah. Twirl towards your final victory.
Oh no.
This is a literal close battle.
Oh my god. It's not even. I don't think we've got any chance. Oh god damn it. So, chat, if you want to help, I don't mind right now. A bit stuck.
I'm liking this little jumping though. It reminds me of worms. Joe and worms jump and it's like hup,
Yeah,
hup.
yeah.
And then you do the backflip and it's like hup.
Is it that I need to go on the cruise as the child? We'll test that out. I've got a feeling that may be the case. I think just like when you go on the cruise, the Octoroks like get out of your way. Oh, ooh, ooh. There's an owl statue over there. We at very least want the owl statue. Oh no! Carl, we haven't done it.
What?
There we go. Song of Inverted Time. I forgot to slow down time. We've been doing all this at full time.
You can always go back in time a day, okay?
We can always go back in time. We can always go back in time. It's just more a pain in the ass than anything.
Yeah, like you could have just at any point have had just a little bit more time.
The Annihilation. We got a Deku stick, yeah.
I like it's not a stick, it's a Deku stick.
Of course it is. Yeah. Gonna put Kate there. Right, so maybe it's that we just need to go in as a child.
I'm not a Deku anymore.
That we're not Deku, give us the boat ride. Forest information booth.
That guy looks pretty cool.
Oh no. Okay, so Carl. It's Big Cheats time, I think.
Is it Big Cheats time? Okay. What do you need me to do? Specifically tell what you need.
Okay, so just go to like the Deku Palace walkthrough.
Deku Palace.
I need to know what we do next, and it might just be that like we have to be Kid Link and get on the cruise at some point. But it's pointing me towards this palace.
We can only access the royal chamber of the Deku Palace by transferring to Deku Link, since the guards will not grant access to anyone who is not of the Deku race. The inner palace gardens, I've shown my Deku guards, but avoid them to reach the magic bean cellar and a piece of heart.
Okay, we need before this.
Before this then, okay, so... fortified outer wall, is that what it is?
Essentially.
A shortcut, and... Okay,
Woods of Mystery.
I'll have a look for you.
Okay, we might be on something.
I was looking at one for pictures.
The monkeys like follow me. We might be on something.
He's leading you in. Got it. I trust him.
Tell all the noise it makes. Yep, 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 yep. Yeah, because it was talking about how Kume got like taken out by these Ninja Turtles.
This song.
Oh, here it is, yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good, thank you, Carl. Thank you for your assistance.
You said thank you, but I didn't find much.
Shh. Thank you, Carl. Thank you for your assistance. But wow. She was just busy picking mushrooms and then that pesky skull kid just like donkey punch her in the back of the head. Do we have anything that gives her energy? No, we don't. I'm no help. That's completely 100% true. We are no help. So yeah, they 100% just copy pasted the Lost Woods into that area, and you can see again like really smart reuse of like what they've built for Ocarina of Time.
Like they just didn't have the time. They put them on, like they put their effort where it was required.
But now we go back, and she's like, "Wait, what? What? My sister's like fucked in the forest? What? No."
Also, can we just not listen to this song for a second? I'm liking this one. Yeah. I don't mind. That's not bad.
It's good, yeah. It's like the theme of Kume and Katake that's like used in like one cutscene of Ocarina of Time.
Whoa, do that again. You just do like a perfect backflip over that desk.
Oh yeah, of course. He's like, huh! This boy, look at this as well. Huh! Oh wait.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Whoa! The power.
Forget the bunny hood. I can't believe how early in the game you can get the bunny hood. Like, it broke me.
It's like one of the first things you got.
Oh yeah, I made sure. When I found out how early you can get it, it's like, I'm fucking making sure we get it this early. I don't know how, like, I'm sure, you know, don't get me wrong, like, there's not much talk about the game being on a time crunch with Majora's Mask, but it's like, It had a
How
year
could it not
development
have been?
time. It's Japanese work culture. 22 years ago, it was probably massively crunched on.
Well, they just not want to talk about it because that's just the way things were back then, and then Nintendo itself is very secretive.
Still the way a lot of Japanese work culture is, isn't it? Of just like you dedicate a lot of your life to the job, and kind of like there's not as much talk about crunch in Japan as there is over here, because like generally it's just kind of seen as more acceptable, unfortunately. And I'm just like, I'm in that position where I'm just like, you know what? All fucking game developers fucking unionize. Be part of a union. Like, being part of a union has only ever been better for an employer. It's never made things worse. I'm sure you can find like one fringe example, but generally speaking, it's never made things worse for employees. Fuck yeah. Glug that juice. Glug it. What? It's just, you see it, don't you, when like, the moment, is it Raven's QA team have been like, yeah, we want a union, and the amount of union busting that Blizzard has gone straight away on the back. If they're trying to shut the union down, it means that they're scared and that you should consider, like, just keep going.
Because the thing is, like, the more money they're willing to put in, it's like, we could pay you, like, if they're willing to spend hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars to start you unionizing, and the only thing you're really asking for is, like, you know, a couple dollars extra an hour. What are they really afraid of?
And like contracts and shit. A lot of the people, specifically in Raven, that are unionizing are like, because they wouldn't give all of the QA staff contracts. Like, just give them jobs. Give them fucking jobs. That's all they want. They just want it to be treated fairly, and Blizzard are like, nah, how about we give everyone a paid rise that isn't part of the unionization effort? It's like, right, okay. Okay. Like, clearly they're trying to do a lot to not get you onto this, which is exactly why you should fight for it. Yeah, 100%, like, just corporations can go do one, I say, as I'm streaming on Twitch, but I still stand by that.
While working in a tangential sense for YouTube and Big Wangers Incorporated.
The biggest of all corporations. Got big in its name. There we go, the pictograph box. You can only shoot one at a time.
Remember when phones couldn't take photos?
So we've got to take like the perfect picture for this guy, but we get one. Please enjoy the scenery till your heart's content while taking one picture.
You got one chance. It's not a good one.
And I love all in the bottom. It looks like it says like 50 out of 150. That's not what it says clearly, but like, yeah, I doubt Carl would sue anyone for starting small wangers. He'd just probably laugh it off.
It's also that thing as well of the only way someone would do that is to intentionally try and rip off my brand, which I've spent years building up and is intensely personal to me. So while I realistically don't do anything to stop you, except for be like, I don't respect you in any way, if you would. We get asked that all the time of like, oh, can I say that I want to work for Big Wangers? Like, no, because it's a company that I work with friends and there's like a bunch of legal shit I can't do with that. Well, I'm going to anyway, so why'd you ask that?
Yeah.
If you're just going to ignore me when I said no.
Those people that are like, can I copy your work? Well, I'd rather you not. Okay, sound, I'm going to do it then.
So I got one recently, I got tagged in something on Twitter. I didn't notice yesterday because we were like, busy most of the day.
Oh, okay.
Of, like, by some random YouTube creator. I'm like, wait, what? Like, oh yeah, thanks for... shout outs to Cal Smallwood for writing the original article. Like, what do you mean writing?
Oh no!
It's like they did like an entire podcast just reading out one of my articles, and they're like, "So you thank me for it, but you've made a podcast just reading out one of my articles and using all my research. Awesome, great."
To be fair, we make videos off wikis.
Yeah.
I like this. This is the Deku Palace. It's no place for a human. Oh, only those official business may enter. But you may enter to see the public humiliation of the foolish monkey who angered our king. Do not enter any other areas whatsoever. I swear I won't. Only go straight ahead. Yeah, I swear. I will. Honestly.
Run straight into the background. Do it.
I'll run straight to the right. Fuck them. They don't tell me what to do.
What are they
Fuck the Deku Palace. Fuck the monarchy.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
An intruder! Thing is though, you're an intruder, but you're a child.
I'm not even a child. Like, I don't... I told you to not enter other any areas, but... You know what? You look like a good guy. I'm gonna trust you again. Just don't go anywhere else. Well...
I like how they're watching you do that. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
I just told him.
I kind of wish you'd done like a 360. You're like facing out. I'm like, oh,
fuck.
No! Lucas, like, it's a very important update as well.
Oh, okay.
It's now midnight. It's April 20th.
Oh, no.
You know, that means, Lucas. Hitler's birthday!
It's meme day.
Yeah, 420. And that's the thing as well, like, because I don't know what's more annoying, the fact that it's 420, or the fact that the people who don't like, the fact that there's people out there like, do you know that's also Hitler's birthday? So yeah, because that's the other thing everyone knows about it.
You know what I like to remember it as?
What's that?
The God of War 2018 release.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
Pretty decent game. I'm just here, like, staring down this other Deku guard, like, don't.
He's like, don't do it.
Don't you fucking rat me out. Don't you rat me out, bro.
You didn't see anything.
Where are we going? Okay. Okay, do we go in the hole?
If you want to.
Hole?
You do what you want.
Oh no, that's the other way. Night the first day. Oh shit.
Was it?
That's like unlocked the vision cone for that Deku. What?
You now know. Metal Gear. Did Metal Gear rip this off?
It's like accidentally put the vision cone for that Deku up there. I've never seen that. What? Oh, Carl, do you remember him?
The first customer I've had in a long time.
Would you like any of these famous magic beans, Carl?
Fuck his magic beans.
Oh, you give us one as free sample. Let's go.
You know what? First taste is free.
First taste is free. Let's fucking go. I will. I will take some with me, thank you. I just want everyone to appreciate every time that I'm transforming between links, I'm skipping the animation of like,
yeah, just screaming in like horrific agony every time.
Also, we got 69 rupees on 420. Let's go.
Oh no, Luke, why would you say that? Why would you acknowledge that?
We've done 69 420. You know what? That's it. That's all I've done. Like, chat, never ask for me anything again. Like, never ask anything from me ever again. I've done it. I've done it. Like, just never ask anything ever again. I did 69 420, totally intentionally.
Yeah.
You never allowed anything ever again from me. Here we go. Where's that platform gone? No! It's ascended. Oh, please, come back.
Come back down. Turn into a little Deku. If you turn into a little Deku, maybe it'll come back and help you.
No, it's fine. I've got this. Sometimes, like, I just have so little control over how far Link goes. Like, he launches himself. Sometimes I'm not prepared.
Like, he does it because he needs to. Sometimes he just needs to force himself to run 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Oh no. Look! Vision Cone's back. What am I meant to do?
He's coming.
He's turning back around. What? Actually, don't know what we do.
Run.
What do we? What? Can't help. Carl, help. If you can. We can get this guy back up.
Oh god, no, give me a sec.
Fine, I think he's stuck in that loop.
Okay, I'm not sure. So you're in, where are you technically now?
I'm in the Deku Palace, like trying to infiltrate.
Okay. Infiltrate. Deku. Palace.
All we've got to do right now is this. Like, this is all I know.
Just teabag.
Just
Oh, the little foolish monkey.
field spam. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing at all. I thought I could, like, climb up here.
If you force you to get thrown out, can't you just start again?
Yeah.
So if you let him catch you, you could just...
Yeah, but, like, we're at the point we need to be.
Okay.
I think I need to get up here somehow.
You're not jump as Link?
Not manually.
What about one of your songs, like your Ocarina or something?
Doubt it.
It says you should just be able to walk straight in and speak to the king. Just speak with the king and the monkey.
What?
Avoid guards. Magic bean seller. If you head through the other garden, you can find the heart piece at the end of the maze. Have you found that?
No. I've hit the magic bean seller, but...
After buying the beans, you can plant them in a soft patch of land and water them with a bottle of spring water.
Done that.
Okay. Okay, leave the gates and hop across the lily paths to the right of the board into a small area with a small patch of land.
Okay.
Whoa!
Alright, show me where they're looking.
So you're just figuring it all out.
Yeah?
Oh, I know what it is.
Okay.
You should go in the bunny hood.
What about it?
You got bunny sense, haven't you? You got the sense of a rabbit.
No, it's still showing now.
Oh, it still wasn't there. I was thinking. I was thinking because you got like the heightened sense of a rabbit.
Yeah.
So fucking rapid.
It's like rapid.
Like, look at him. This song is a bot though as well. It says a heart piece, so you get that.
I'm just getting that now.
So heart piece. And then the mains for buying the beans, plant the soft patch water.
Maybe I just need to run through.
I guess so.
Maybe that's just extra stuff.
Potentially, I'm just like trying to figure out this, and it's just you seem to be saying just go talk to a king.
Okay.
Because you want to go like talk to, you need to see the monkey, don't you?
Yeah.
Get executed. So there's talk to the king. Is that your thing?
Fucking king. This king.
That is a king. Take a good look at him. He says to take a picture of the Deku King as well.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure why. He says to do it. So
do that then.
Because you went through the right, you're supposed to do the talk to the king first.
Okay.
So you're supposed to talk to the king first, and then when you leave, you go plant the magic beans, and it creates one of the Deku things that let you fly up and free the monkey.
Right, okay.
From what I can understand here. So you went through to you basically, rather than talk to the king and then go through the palace to get his stuff.
Yeah.
So you must have done it the wrong way around.
Then we should be able to, like, talk to the monkey?
Oh, yeah.
Please believe my words. Okay.
Go help.
Then I should be able to go to the right, did you say?
Yes.
Oh, there's a monkey here. Okay, cool.
You want?
Was my brother okay? And a secret route from the outer
Out
garden
to
entrance. Okay.
Yeah. You've got a bean. So you already got the bean, so it helps you get ahead. So you need to go outside and you plant a bean, which you can like fast forward time and grow according to this.
Okay, cool.
Is this ringing any bells? Because that doesn't mean anything
that
to me.
That makes sense to me, yeah.
I'm hoping it makes sense to you.
Yes. Yeah, that's one of those things of like, I've kind of half remembered what I'm meant to do, but I got one step ahead of myself there.
Which happened. I've been doing like Final Fantasy, haven't I? Like I remember the game, but some parts of it like are blending to one, or some parts that's memorable. So I've got myself going, oh, I know I need to go here, but not quite yet.
Yeah. So I know I was meant to go through that area, but I forgotten like the sequence and why and stuff. Yeah. There we go. So I've got spring water to like make that grow.
That was so fast.
Oh yeah. Now I'm up on the upper area and I can like start Deku launching my way across.
Oh, perfect. Flawless.
Oh no. Okay, I did make it. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna wait until we get the other way around. Then we'll go all the way over to that spot. I didn't think I was gonna make it last time, but this Deku knows where it's at. Can go a lot further than I thought. There we go.
Look how fast this guy runs. His little jog animation is kind of amazing.
It really is. Should time quite well. Oh no. Ooh! Oh!
That was impressive.
No!
Have you got to redo all of that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking fucking go.
Ah! I don't want to get caught though, just on principle. Ah, fuck.
But, that's really gutting.
Yeah, that one jump. Well, guess we're trying again. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, like, chat, let me know if that was bullshit, because I think that's bullshit.
I'm just like, there's nothing more you could do than just like,
Like, I think that's a bit too harsh. Making me do all this once again, just because I, like, might slight, just little nudge on the pad. No worries, thank you, Shadow. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for supporting this little Deku Scrubbling.
I'm just watching this tiny little like flower boy make it with just that form. I'm so sorry.
Right, I'm gonna call it before the temple anyway, which should be not long anyway.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to like get into the first dungeon of the game and like do all that shit. We can save that for next time. Here we go. So I'm pretty sure this takes us to like the lake. Then that gets us to the Starlit Temple. If I remember correctly. Oh no. No. No!
Oh,
No!
Double jump!
Send me back. Send me back to start.
Just do it again.
I didn't think I'd make it onto the platform, and then all of a sudden, after like ramming into it for a couple of seconds, we just made it on. I started pulling back to like find another way around. I can't believe that.
That was like a rough one because it's the moment you jumped into there, I could tell you weren't going to make it, but you couldn't go back. You committed.
No, I did make it.
Were you just like you were just slightly below and just that?
But then eventually it just pushed me on. But I'd already started moving back because I didn't think it was going to push me on, and then I ran off. It was even more upsetting. It's like we eventually made it on, even though I didn't think I would. We can do this. We're all fine. But I was thinking similar to you of like, oh, brushing up against the side of it, we're not going to get anywhere. Must be another option. And then we made it on, and I was like, wait, what? What's happening? Oh no, no. Oh!
I believe. Right,
okay, we've got this, it's fine. It's fine.
Let's just wait as long as we can. Right in there, mate.
This time we'll probably like shove our way onto the platform eventually. Oh, that's why.
It goes up.
It goes up.
You didn't realise.
Yeah. Oh hey, Mr. Imprisoned Monkey.
That's really rough though. They're tied by his neck.
Yeah. Oh hey. I think we have to turn back into a human. He's like, wait, how the fuck did you get here? Wait, what? No. I didn't see you come here.
I like, he's struggling so much.
No good. A loud instrument that carried. Show it to me.
Is that really a loud instrument?
No, it's not. But this is.
Oh yeah, 'cause he's like.
The Deku pipes.
Hype. Why is he getting so hype?
He's like, by the way, who the fuck are you? I was just talking to a child. Who are you? That's not important right now. Just fucking do it. He went to the Woodfall Temple. Temple had become a monster's lair. The Deku King thinks I kidnapped the Deku Princess, but the Deku Princess was actually captured within that. And she's in the temple and in trouble. I do understand your plight, Sir Monkey. I will go into the palace. Or the place.
Save the princess.
And save the princess. I'll teach you the melody that opens the temple. The princess taught it to me. We can't let them hear us, so I'll sing it softly.
Oh, he's doing it in like little monkey squeaks.
Yeah. And then he's like, we must do it quietly. Link pulls out just 5 rats. Boom, 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 boom.
Yay.
Like, what is that racket? We mustn't make too much noise.
The thing's not what's going on here.
They're all looking at us.
That is all. Everyone's getting hype.
Yep. Quick, we must not make much noise. Let's do it. Did you hear that? It's like, yeah, everyone fucking heard
Someone
that.
just whipped out a fucking like trombone in the middle of prison.
It proves that the foolish monkey deceived the princess. Let the monkey's punishment commence. Please no. Oh no, no! They bum rushed us. Take the shortcut to the Deku Temple used to get to the Woodfall Temple.
I'll be punished.
Please.
And I'm guessing this is a bad idea, but you can go back in time if you need to, can't you? So he's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay. We're on the first day still.
Oh, she slows down time, of course.
But yeah, this monkey's like, please don't fuck it up. Please don't fuck it up. These bugs do not look friendly.
They look like they don't fuck around very much. And do you want to fuck with these things? I don't want to fuck with these things.
Come on, Link. There we go. Let's go.
That spin. It's spinning on him.
Pirouette. Oh shit.
He's got wings. It's like the sky belongs to us, Link, not you.
There we go. It's gonna be fine. Oh, it's not an owl statue. Look at this shit.
It's the owl!
It's the owl on a statue.
He's sat in his own statue. What a fucking narcissist. Speaking of which, there's Cade.
Yeah.
Loving himself.
If you have determination and courage to proceed in the face of destiny, I shall teach you something useful. Have you met Link?
Yeah.
He's about
Like,
courage and destiny. Like, that's his
literally,
MO.
isn't he like literally the embodiment of the metaphysical concepts of courage
Yeah.
in virtually every timeline?
Yep.
Like, doesn't he start with the Triforce of
Like,
Courage just by default?
he, like, lives his life to the point where he always earns the Triforce of Courage. He's not necessarily born with it, but he always earns it. Alright, I'll check it then. Fucking hell. And I also want to point out that, like, what a good song for making Flight. The rising tone.
Just up and then up.
It's like, it's literally meant to embody the essence of, like, soaring. Like, they thought these songs through so fucking well.
There's 6 notes in it, and it's got like more depth to it than like a lot of the stuff.
So that's fast travel unlocked right there.
So you could use them for fast travel, but only after the he lets you know. Got
Yes. That is the moment you actually unlock the fast travel. Until now, we've only been unlocking the fast travel points, but without the fast travel unlocked. The moon just chilling in the background. Like, hey, I'm just here. I'm just here. Yeah, hey.
Hey.
That he's not even the important part of this.
No. Look at something else.
Like, the point is to get to the temple right now and rescue the princess. The moon's just there.
I love how it's just a constant, pervasive threat throughout the thing.
I love it.
And just there's been some cutscenes where it's just in the background.
Yeah.
And it's not drawn attention to because it's not even like in the middle of the frame. It's just there.
Yeah. Where did we go? Oh, naughty plays. Come in. Thank you. Oh, yeah, we're in a poison swamp. Oh, Link can't deal with this. Oh, Link can't deal with this. Oh!
He's hating everything about this life.
Thank you. Yeah, like, the music in this game is incredible. Like, the fact that Ocarina of Time, like, a lot of people always say, Ocarina of Time's got such a good soundtrack, but it's kind of cheating because the game is about music, and then you, like, listen to Majora's Mask soundtrack, it's like, okay, but what reason did I have here? The reason was they were fucking good at making music.
These things are fucking you up.
100%. Oh my god.
Those seeds, man. Those are some fucking seeds.
Well, the heart. No! It's gone. We don't really get told that there's a reason the moon has a face, no.
It's just there.
To make it more ominous.
Yeah. Maybe it's smiling when it's not angry. To be fair, like, if I was just sat there and someone started, like, yanking me out of my orbit, I'd be pissed off. I would not like that.
Ah! Is the Deku scrub mark, which means Link's got a slash on the pot.
There might be something in there.
There might be. You know what? Actually, right now, I feel like screaming. So what was the sonata? The sonata.
Awakening. Couldn't you really see you could travel back to town and get some hearts and then just come back here?
Yeah. There's no reason to say that the moon in every Zelda game doesn't have a light face.
We just don't know. It could be have his eyes closed.
Exactly. The only time it decided to show itself, look at this! This entire temple was hidden under the lake, we never know. The real question is, what's in this chest?
Something good, I hope.
I fucking hope so.
Actually, it's really precariously placed.
Great, thanks. The Song of Swording. There we go, warp to Clock Town. Look how good this is for N64, by the way. Feathers. Badoo.
I see those JPEGs.
I think that looks pretty good for N64.
It don't look bad.
It's no FF8, but we weren't working with CD-ROMs, let's bear in mind. Let's bear in mind. I also mad respect the dancers. Don't bother us, okay. I wonder.
All that don't bother us.
I wonder actually. I am no longer part of the living. My sadness to the moon. I haven't left my dance world. I am
That'd be me. In this situation, that'd be me. Of like, just there's nothing left. I must dance. So I must just dance. Like, no one cared about me until I began to dance.
Let me quickly just check. Like, what do we do for Dance Mask?
Look at him. Like, he's really breaking it down.
He is.
It's not even a good song. He's dancing. So imagine if you
Amara.
play if you played a good song for him. Imagine how hard he'd break it down right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it.
Figure it out.
Song of Healing. I should have known.
Make you feel
Everything's a Song of Healing in this game.
because everyone just needs to be healed.
Mm-hmm. Everyone just wants to be healed. He's like, yo, bro. Sounds like a pretty sick tune.
Oh man, those steps. So I want to do that for about 10 minutes. Like ladies, just if you see
Spread my dance across the world, train its followers. I've taught it to you and how to make it into a popular dance craze. Tomorrow's Mask. I hope you're ready, Carl.
I'm really not.
He just disappears. He's like, goodbye. I've taught you all I can. Goodbye.
I thought you said just waggle from side to side like a dickhead.
I taught you all I can.
Like,
That's it. That's it,
okay.
Carl.
Whatever. I'm like, I don't accept that
I hope you're ready.
Waving himself from side to side counts, but sure.
I hope you are ready for this breakdown. You thought breakdown was a breakdown.
There's no breaking down. We can't break down any harder than what you're about to break down. Ladies. Don't bother us.
Look at this, man. Look at this, man. You tell me this isn't a dance and a half.
Link is showing a surprising amount of flexibility in his ankles. That's also super impressive for the time with how fluid the motions look.
Look at this fucking dance. Even the Gaza. That's pretty good dance.
That's really good.
Pretty good dance. Pretty good. Pretty sick move. Pretty sick moves.
That pose that they're making though is really uncomfortable.
A lot like the fact that your face is just nothing. You just got its head like here.
It's not even a mask. It's just like a picture of his head on a stick.
On a stick above your face. That master, you're so cool. You know what? Yes, I am. Yes, I am so cool.
Well, that's such a weird, specific thing to happen.
We bringing it back. Like, these are the dance moves I want to see at 5 Fiend Live 4.0.
Whoa!
Like, what are these moves? I need to learn this dance.
It's such a weird thing.
It's so good.
I still prefer Darunia's. Like, Darunia's just breaking it
The
down.
fact I accidentally... Bear in mind, I accidentally timed it with them. I didn't even need to do it on purpose.
Is that the only time that ever comes in handy?
Yep.
So you just let things to solve like one puzzle.
It's one side quest. Because fuck you.
Oh, the little square cow! There's got to be a 3D printed version of that out there somewhere.
Oh yeah, 100%.
If there's not like a 3D version of that out there somewhere,
No, you coming in with that sub? Thank you, helping us out.
That'd be so good. Like the 3D printed square cow.
So I'm gonna go save and quit at the. You know what? I'm gonna suspend the play though. Here.
You're gonna suspend it, right? Okay, I respect that.
So thank you to everyone. We'll be back on Thursday with whatever the fuck people vote for tomorrow on my Discord. And yeah, on next Tuesday we'll be continuing Majora's Mask. Same time, same place.
Does that mean when you boot it up next time, we're gonna have this on screen?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are, Carl.
Fair enough.
I want to go make a save point just because, like, you know, I'm me and I feel like I should make a save point.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any difference, but, like, yeah, the fact that our point of return for next week is going to be like, whoa! It's going to be great. So tomorrow I'm going to do a big Thursday night vote of like what game we're going to play on my Discord, on like my stream ideas page probably. So go join if you want to have a say in what we play on the Thursdays.
And I believe you'll be joining me tomorrow.
I will indeed.
Final Fantasy.
I will indeed, Carl.
Final Fantasy X as well.
So Nightbot's also doing its work. Like I'll be at twitch.tv/Carlswood tomorrow, helping Carl out with the FFX playthrough that we are.
I don't remember where I'm in there, but I know we're not dancing, so it's not as good.
There is time travel though.
There is a lot of time travel. It's the literal first thing that happens during the game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's handled not as good.
Like, maybe not even until this day, but yeah, thank you everyone for joining, and I guess we'll join you tomorrow, Thursday, Tuesday, Monday. We'll see what happens.
We're gonna be all over, aren't we?